bonjour, merhaba, konnichi, wagwan, hello. You know who it is, people? It's Arsenal's readers. I want to thank you all for being here on this live. Please hit the like, share, and yeah, that's the main thing, share. Sharing is caring, do you know what I'm saying? But thank you very much. Obviously, people, we've already lost to Aston Villa this season. We've come to play them again. Obviously, what's happened's happened. I'm going to run you through the game. I'm going to run you through the teams and a few little stats and this and that. And I've got a few guests here with me, what we're going to jump into. And you lot can ask us some questions. Well, we're going to go through the match, and then at the end, we'll have a couple questions or two as we do. But just before we start, do you know what I want to point out? It's really remarkable when you look at an Aston Villa team and then you look at an Arsenal team and you say, do you know what? An Arsenal team, we are still screaming for the same things we've been screaming for 10 years. I'm going to get into the match in a minute. I'm just setting the tone for how I'm feeling because we're still looking for world-class defenders. We still need left-backs and right-backs. Proof when Tierney's injured. We got Soros there. We still need more creative midfielders, and that is highlighted by the quality of Odegaard in just 6 bloody seconds on the pitch. We even need now strikers and finishers. We are still all we've got. The only box we tick, and it wasn't by purpose, it was by luck, is the young guys coming up. We've got a few, so we've ticked the box of future potential can possibly be something. But you need to support that and back it and do it the right way. And now you look on the other hand and you look at Villa and you say, do you know what? You look to 10 years ago to now. Obviously they've gone through their little stages, but you look to 7 years ago to now and you say, do you know what? Bartley, Watkins, Grealish, Target, they've got players, Martinez, they've got a little team and players now, and you say, do you know what? The manager's been backed. The owner's doing what he should do at his level with his club, maybe above and beyond. Top quality players, they're holding on to Grealish for dear life, they're doing what they have to do. So I wanted to point out that little comparison where if you treat your club right, and Villa was saying the same things as Arsenal not long ago, we need this, we need that, we need this, we need that. You slowly get this, you slowly get that, you'll progress. 11 clean sheets this season, brilliant from Villa. And do you know what? Apart from them beating us and me being really pissed off about it, yeah, and I am. Do you know what? You can't help but on a different note say, do you know what? These young players are pulling together at Villa and they're doing something. From a football fan, you got to look at it and say, like, you know what I'm saying? Bullet. But we held 2-2 bullet today. But before I get into the match, let's have a little look at the teams quickly. This is the Villa team. As you can see, Martinez in goal. Cash, Konsa, Mings and Target. Decent little back four there. McGinn, Nakamba, Torre, Barkley, Grealish and Watkins. Very effective. And then when you look at our weak spots which you can target, you say maybe it's even more effective. Let's have a little look at the Arsenal team. Ryan's in goal. We know what happened. We went about that in the previous live, yeah? A dodgy VAR decision. David Luiz, dodgy VAR decision leads to a bit of a flappy Arsenal. I'm not making no excuses. Burnley holds his hands up, and he did literally and got a handball. But that leaves us in the situation we kind of called this a little bit. But let's have a look at the Arsenal squad. Ryan in goal. Bellerin, Holding, Gabriel, Cedric Soares, Partey, Xhaka, Saka, Smith Rowe, Pepe and Lacazette. Now, they're the teams, people. Oh, actually, do you know what? They're the teams. Let me show you the stats quickly as well. Obviously, once the match was finished, the stats were... How brilliant is it that stats mean nothing? The only stat that matters in this match is this shit, yeah? Apart from the score, have a look. Possession, 34% Villa, 66% possession Arsenal. 12 shots Villa, 14 Arsenal. This is the one that really matters to me. Shots on target, 8 Villa, 3 Arsenal, 3 corners to Villa, 7 corners to Arsenal, all unsuccessive really. Fouls, 12-12. Now, when you look at the possession, 66%, 34%, like I said, all these possessions mean, all these percentages and stats really mean nothing. But, do you know what? This possession, 66% of the ball, yeah, we had it, but it wasn't a progressive 66%, it wasn't creative, there's a lot of sideways, backwards. And do you know what? I ain't gonna sit here and keep cussing Xhaka all the time, yeah? There's much worse players in the team than him that are past their sell-by date and this and that, and Xhaka does what he does. At the end of the day, I think Xhaka needs to go on free kicks, because at one point he slapped a screamer. We need to put him on there, we need to start, really, we've done one section, like I've said, not deadwood, we've got rid of players, and we need to understand where we are now. We need to get on the owner now. We've gone for a January transfer window and done nothing, but let me get onto the game now, people. Now, as you know, I've highlighted in previous videos, there's going to be not many surprises with Arsenal. Mistakes are going to come. David Luiz, Soares, any player playing out of position like Ainsley was and did. And again, the match has started Quite high intensity. Gabriel's made a good little defensive block. He's passed it to Soares. Soares has made a huge mistake. Watkins is in. He scores 1-0. Ryan's confidence is down. Arsenal's down. Cedric Soares, unfortunately, he has let us down. And I'm not holding it against him. Go and look at his history, where he's been in the clubs and what he's done. The guy isn't an intricate Techers player. So getting him in at this Arsenal is clearly just a square thing for a round hole, whatever that saying is. Ask Chigo-san. But it's a mistakes happen, and this is why I'm screaming. We need competent players and the right ones. But right now, we know it's a fixed job. It's a plaster job, and we're just trying to get through this season. So I'm not holding it against Arteta, but I see this coming. For a little while after that goal, to be honest with you, you could say maybe I'm being a bit biased, but I don't think we was given enough. Villa are really flexing their power, their skills, and at this point, I'm disheartened again, yet again, too early, way too early. 25 minutes in, however, we fight a little bit back. Xhaka finds himself on a free kick, and it's a bullet of a free kick. And seeing this free kick really convinces me that we need to get Xhaka on every free kick and almost direct blood. We need to get him, just fuck it. We need to start banging it, top left, top in, start having a go, Xhaka. We need to support him instead of bullying him. He's got a bang on him, yeah? If we nurtured this. When Xhaka came in, everybody said he's a free kick taker, he can score, he can do this. We haven't nurtured it, we bullied him a little bit. Not all of us, and it's not our fault, he's the player. But I'm saying, we'll talk about it in the live chat after, but I reckon we should get Xhaka on all free kicks now. But just as quickly as we have a free kick, we fast forward to about the 30-minute mark. Traore's on, well, he's on the edge of our box. He does a cheeky little dink over someone. He goes past him, he tries to dink it over Ryan, a little chip. Luckily, Ryan has a good save and cuts it out. Easily could have been 2-0. At about the 39-minute mark now, Xhaka unfortunately does give the ball away. One of the times he did today, he gave the ball away in the cheeky area. And to be honest with you, at 39 minutes, that pass that Xhaka did summed up how I was feeling and how Arsenal was performing, to be honest, for me in that moment. At around the 42-minute mark now, we're kind of trying to work into the game. We get a free kick, a few passes go on. Pepe ends up with the ball on the left-hand side. He has a good shot, but it is just wide. But these are little signs of the Pepe we saw before in the last couple of games. Liberty! Waking up a little bit, well, we thought. At around the 48-minute mark, Xhaka gets to the bottom line. He does a beautiful little cross, but there's too much on it. And to be honest with you, at this point, I'm feeling like this is the story of the game. Pepe, Saka, and a couple others have had the chance to get the ball, and there's just been too much on it or not enough. So at this point, I'm a bit frustrated at that point of the game. The second half starts, and to be honest with you, I don't know how long for, up until at least the 52-minute, all I seem to see is Watkins, Grealish, Barkley, Grealish, Watkins. 52 minutes, however, Smith Rowe in the middle of the park. He runs through a good couple players. He ducks down, showing off his calf muscles as well, blood. Grealish ain't the only one. He passes it to, Pepe, who was on the left. He cuts in quickly on his right foot, and he has a cheeky little slap bosh, and again, he's just wide, but he's getting closer and closer at this point. Now we move on to about the 54-minute mark. Smith Rowe literally dances through a herd of players in the box. Literally, the last little bit he's got to do, and Target comes in with a brilliant challenge, and it's cleared the way, but Smith Rowe, good tenacity in that moment. At around the 53-minute mark, what I noticed was, check it out, I literally thought, like, do you know what? All of a sudden, we was wide open. When I say wide open, I don't mean to counter-attack. We spread wide. Saka, Soares was hugging the wing. Bellerin was on the other wing. Our defenders wide. We literally went the width of the pitch. Arteta must have said, or someone must have said, look, this is getting too tight in the middle, so we really widened up. And at that point, I'm thinking, all right, let's see what happens. 58 minutes comes in. Laka goes off for Abba, and to be honest with you, we've put a lot of eggs in one basket with Laka now. If he's not performing, we just got to sub him. That's the player he is. So Abba's on. 62 minutes now. Villa are playing really well. And around the Arsenal box, it's intricate football they're doing. The pressure's on for a little couple minutes at least. Pepe cuts it out brilliantly. He passes out. He works it out. We work our way out. But yet again, I literally blinked, had a Haribo, come back. Villa's on the ball again, pressing. Again, Pepe's name kept popping up. A minute later, he's on the left-hand side of the box. He crosses it to Aubameyang, who has a clash. He nearly gets there. If only Smith Rowe was behind him, but there was a little bit of lack of communication between the both of them. And Aubameyang clatters into Martinez, and also in the same phase of play, Saka smashes the ball and it hits Grealish in the face and he knocks him out for a little 1-2 second. Well, not knocks him out, but it gets him dazed, blood. But yeah, again, like I said, Pepe, the cross is a little bit too much, a little bit less. Aubameyang was there. It was like you felt like we was getting closer. And then eventually, where I think the game kind of changed. I'm not saying ultimately for the better, but you saw a different tempo in moments and a different electricity. Was around the 64-minute, 40-second mark when Cedric Soares gets subbed off for Odegaard and Saka gets put into left back, and Smith Rowe finds himself floating in a couple different areas on the right, the left, this and that. But literally, the second Saka goes into the left back area and Odegaard's on the pitch, I realised if there was a heat map, it's bright red over there, bruv. Pepe, Saka passing, Odegaard's getting involved. The movement. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, we got the ball, we're there, we got clear possession on this left-hand side. Saka impact has made a huge difference. He does a sharp cross, boom, and again, just Aubameyang can't get there. It's just that big again. Again, 68 minutes, the Saka side, the left back, where Sosa's come off, Saka's come on, there's all sorts of energies, high intense, it's on City, it's on time. Saka finds Xhaka, Xhaka finds Pepe, edge of the box, brilliant shot, bang, Martinez saves it, for God's sake. Now, 69 minutes again, Odegaard gets a free kick, he's going to take it, decent, but it's just a save from Martinez down his throat really. Well, it was good, but he catches it. Now again, 70 minutes, that left-hand side area kind of spilling into the Odegaard Smith Rowe position. Odegaard does really well, and Smith Rowe, they do a brilliant give and go, and they just get through on goal, but again, a brilliant challenge comes in from Target and clears it. And now, by the 72nd minute, I'm thinking, do you know what? You can clearly see the effect Odegaard's had on this team, the quality that's there, there's a diamond in the rough. Him being on loan just annoys me, just saying it. But at that point, that's what I gathered. At 72 minutes, we need players of this ilk. We need to stop shopping in a joke market. And just when I thought that, brilliant, it's all going well. 74 minutes, a little knock on Partey. He's injured, he comes off, Willian comes on, we're fucked. 78 minutes, again, Villa on the comeback now. Well, not on the comeback, they're winning, but they're giving it. Watkins to Grealish, a banging shot, and it's a good save from Ryans. I feel sorry for him. Sosa's let him down early on. He could have maybe done a bit better with the save. It was deflected though, so it's harsh. And he's had a game where really he should have at least had a clean sheet from what I can see. 82 minutes in, we go to. Grealish is on the ball, he charges forward. He passes it to Watkins, who's on the left-hand side, and he just misses the post again. Villa really giving it. Now, at the 83rd minute, Odegaard gets a real good chance, and for some reason he goes for power rather than precision, and he slaps it over. And the good thing is, on this very day the good thing would have been, on this very day last year, Odegaard scored in a 4-3 win over Real Sociedad for Real Madrid, so it would have been a brilliant little headline for him to score today, the same day, his anniversary, whatever, that he scored in the Copa del Rey, but unfortunately it didn't happen. And honestly, all I can say is for the next 5 minutes on that match, until it goes to extra time and ends, there was little chances of hope. We showed little bits in here and there, but it's the same pick. I don't think anything's changed, you know. Everything's highlighting everything we already knew. Arteta's got a hard job in hand. He's got rid of some players. We've got quite a short squad now, highlighted now. We've got Soz in left back. He shouldn't be there because Tierney's injured. He don't play there. We don't have another backup left back. He goes off. We've got to put Saka there, one of our creative youngers that we need in the middle there. It's very clear the rejigging and the lack of money and everything that's going on. So with that said, I don't know what we can expect, but let's jump into the live, people. I've got 2 people waiting, and yeah, see you later, people, and jump into the live, ask a few questions, innit? Bullet. Hey, yes, people. Obviously, you know, I told you we're going to do the post matches from now. Obviously, we're using a few little new more devices and this and that. We're stepping it up in the game. But we've got Andrew and Guna of Guna TV here. Big up yourself, boys. I would say, did you enjoy the game? But you probably enjoyed about 25 seconds of it, blood, before shit got real. Just before we get started, though, I'll just say, Guna for Live TV, I got you a link in the description today, bro. I'm sure one of my mods will bang that in the live chat as well. But like I said, this is a long-lasting relationship we have now, blood. So don't worry, bro. Your links will always be getting banged in. But, boy, sorry to put you lot through that little shitty video, blood. But, yeah, we've got to test out the techers and this and that. Boy, I don't even know where to start, bro. I don't know where to start. Do you know what, Guna? What are you saying, brother? You run me. What did you feel before the match started? Was you thinking we was going to get something from it?
See, I don't know, really. It was one of them. I thought if we were going to win, it wouldn't have been by much. Like, it would have been quite a hard game. Yeah.
For me, I have to say, I was a bit weary, to be honest, when he gets to that 10 minutes before. But I only think I'm not trying to big Villa up in any way. We are below par, man. We're punching way below par. But do you know what? It's only now when I see Watkins, Grealish, Barkley, a couple other players, I've got a bit of respect for Villa, man. They've earned a bit of my respect, bruv. Like, I have to say, in a footballing sense, do you know, not today, I'm just saying in general, I remember Paul Lambert days, bruv, Benteke up front and that. I'm just saying they come a long way for me to be watching them and they're playing good football. What about you, Andrew? What was your expectations before the game, brother?
I'm not going to lie, I thought we were going to win.
Yeah.
I thought we were looking at a 3-1. There's 7 games unbeaten. I know the last Premier League game was a bit of a blip, but we all know what happened there. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I thought we were definitely I thought it was in the bag today. 3-1, 2-1.
I was swaying close to that as well. After Lingard's gone and bagged a couple as well, and do you know what I mean? After West Ham's gone and danced around on them, I thought, do you know what? It's got me a bit confident. So yeah, I was swaying. All right, let's kick it off then, bro. So it starts straight away. Right hand side, Villa got the ball, and do you know what? From what I remember, Gabriel actually makes a good little challenge. He gives it to Cedric Soares under not much pressure. And then for some reason, he does get his, we've all done it in some aspect of life when you just get your everything wrong, your guy, he's got it all wrong, Soares. He's passed it short. Gabriel's long. That's obviously set the tone for the rest of the match. But fucking...
Just not good enough. Told you on the last lives. Cedric ain't good enough, mate. We ain't a top 16 with a left back like Cedric. Or even a right back like Bellerin. But Cedric is not on par for a top 16, mate. He should have stayed at Southampton.
Well, the way he's gone, I kind of agree with you, bro. But Joe, it is as well. I've got to give a deeper answer. But you know what? It's an intricate position depending on what club you play for. If you're playing on a club at the top half of the Premier League, that left back and right back position ain't a simple one. It's integral, it's technical, and like he's never had to play that kind of football, Cedric. So do you know what? Buying him and putting him into this Arsenal and asking him to punch above his weight, it's almost ridiculous us even cussing him once he does it, because it's like you said, Andrew, we kind of knew this was happening, bruv. And he gave a good performance at right back. And that's why we talked about it live stream. Do you remember? Because it's no point getting too gassed, because he's still like, do you know what? He had a good one, but it's going to be in his game. And he's played out of position as well before. He's done us a little job. What have you got to say on the back of that, Guna?
That was ridiculous, to be honest with you. You shouldn't have done it. That was a schoolboy error.
Changes the whole game, doesn't it? Because you got to think after that, there's going to be questions now. Why did he come on for Partey? Why did this? Why did that? But ultimately, the game plan's been kicked in right from the get-go. Do you know what I mean?
But I think that's the problem with Arsenal at the moment. We ain't starting games with that tenacity that you need to start games with. The Premier League's the toughest league in the world, mate. Do you know what I mean? And if you got teams that the lower teams, like Villa were fighting relegation last season, they cheered staying up. Do you know what I mean? And like you said, this season they've come and showed what progression is, showed what hard work does, shows what if you go out and give 100% every week, bro, that's what happens. Do you know what I mean?
No, Andrew, you said it well there, bruv. Do you know what? I didn't even look at it like that, because in my head, I've got so used to the monotony of a game. It's like, do you know what? Start it steady, easy, this and that. But I'm not thinking like a winner no more, bruv. It's been so long. It's true. You need to start from the get-go, and any winning team, whether it's the Chelseas that won the league, Liverpool's, Leicester, United, Arsenal, they've all got one thing in common, bruv. Their togetherness and what you said, that tenacity, and it shows 90 minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? Stressful. Going on. We're 1-0 down. From that point onwards, before we lead anything back to Arteta, I'm sure there is going to be a few we'll get into the comments, this and that. It's football, bro. What is the reason that we don't seem to be able to just create good chances and get goals no more? What is it that I'm missing? It's like Pepe's woken up. We got Smith Rowe. Saka was there. I'm starting to believe that we've been led a bit astray to think that we've got a striker in this team. We've got Aubameyang. We know in his own right is a bit of a weird one. I don't put him world class. No one should. That's my opinion. Because I can name 10 world class strikers that are world class and have been, and their caliber. He's really good, and you've got to monopolise him for the way he plays. But then you bring Lacazette into that. I'm starting to see it like, bruv, we need players all over the place. Or is that me being silly? Do we actually need a genuine striker now, boys?
Yeah.
But I still rate Aubameyang. I think other than this season, I think the whole contract thing and the media and the fan base getting at him to sign the contract got to his head. And with his mum being ill, I think the season's just been a bit of a flop. But if you look at me and Guna for Life were talking about it earlier, and we were saying that if you look back at his seasons, because we were talking to my cousin who's a Chelsea fan, and he said the same thing about Aubameyang. He said that he don't think he's like world class. He ain't up there as one of the best in the Premier League. But if you look at the stats, he is.
I think he's one of the best in the Premier League. I think I went a bit deep with the world class there, but yeah, go on, carry on. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I think because even on the first season, he joined in January, he got 15 goals. Second season, he was right up there. I think he either won it or he was right up there. Third season, he joined. You know what I mean? He's
Like, the
here.
goals is unarguable. Like, do you know where it is? Maybe if I was to word it better, because you're right there, bruv. I said that wrong. That's true. You can't deny it, bruv. Without him, we'd probably fuck knows where we'd be. We wouldn't have the two cups, and we wouldn't have two FA Cups. So, but you know what it is? I think it's like where we're in that crucial bit, guys. Yeah, where it's like transition, young players kind of developing, getting rid of the old ones. Now, where his style demands, just like there's a lot of players like him, and they're always good ones. Do you know when you have to play for them? The team has to cater for it. And it's like, right now, I think there's not a system trying to get built, but there's a bit more than just funnel it. That's like a small term plan, just using that one player. Do you know what I mean? So we need to find something else. But
I do agree, though. We do need another striker. I do agree because I think the weight, the pressure might have got to Aubameyang, knowing that he was our main go-to guy. He got us out of so many holes. Do you know what I mean? And Lacazette, he's not a goal scorer. He's good at holding the ball, but he's not scoring.
That Arteta could shape the team and tweak it a bit differently to suit Aubameyang much more, but in a weird way, if you know what I mean, it's not the team ain't gonna progress in that sense. It will be more like, let's do this, funnel it down to Aubameyang, and we got to face it. Long term, into a year or two, he will be gone or something. So it's like, I think it's like we're doing that at the moment. We're using him when we can, and he's fully fit, but also Arteta's trying to implement the long-term plan as well, which I'm not sure what it is, but I'm just saying, fucking trying to find logic behind everything, because it's very weird. Like you said, we got a top goal scorer. We haven't got no top creators, I'll give you that, but we've got enough to contribute a few assists. It's just weird sometimes when I feel like I should never feel like we're not going to score. Do you know what I mean? When you got a couple,
yeah, I feel like that as well.
And that don't just fall on Aubameyang's shoulders. No way. Like I said, he needs to have the right kind of fucking people behind him. But what I will say is it sounds like I'm being bare negative. At the end of the day, Soares changed that game for us. That's my opinion. Do you not believe? What about you, Gunnar? Do you feel like that as well, or do you feel like it was still there for the taking for Arteta, and maybe he made a few wrong decisions along the way?
See, no, this game wasn't really that. Well, it was there for the taking in a way, but at the same time, no, because like I said, the Villa are a bit of a hard team this season, but with the striker situation, we need to sort something out seriously. Because like Andrew said, Lacazette's more one of the ones. He's a holding ball player, and Aubameyang can't do that. And if he doesn't score, he's missing. That's the only problem I have with the bloke. If he doesn't score, he does nothing.
Because we haven't got the team to implement that play. He's on the next level, really. But it's like, I know what you're saying, and that's what I get frustrated with. And that's where, like, do you know how weird it is sometimes? Yeah, this is when I know something's wrong, either in my head or in the sports head. Somebody somewhere's crazy. I'm not sure who. But imagine today I'm thinking, I wish we could bring Giroud on, blood. I'm wishing to sub Aubameyang off to bring just for 5 minutes. And it's like, we all know, in the right team, if you had a Madrid team now, or a peak Madrid or a peak Arsenal or anything, you're going to put Aubameyang up top, blatantly, to choose between. But when you're putting yourself in a struggling Arsenal where maybe you need different options, that's when Giroud, that different type of player, comes into question. And that, I don't think that even reflects on Arteta badly or even Arsenal. At the end of the day, let's look at this, boys. We all know the days. Do you remember Paul Lambert days at Villa, blood, when they were certified in the Premier League? And then a few things happened. He was there for like 7-8 years. He was on the road to be like one of the longest serving, wasn't he? And then they went through their dip. They've disappeared. And do you know what? Who would have thought? Like, they was in the same place where Arsenal was, is what I'm trying to say. Is you could have gone back a few years ago. They needed the defenders. They needed a few midfielders. They've done it. They've done what they've needed to do. And look where they are now, bro. 11 clean sheets, and it's like, I think that's the biggest thing out of all of this, what I get from it. And I always go back to it, because really, can you look at this match and tell me we don't need a goalie, a defenders, midfielders, and a striker? What the fuck, bruv? Tierney's the only thing. That's it. What's going like? And when you say it like that, you got to be real, bruv. We are just little like puppets walking this earth, bruv, buying stuff, and the football is just another thing that these cunts are selling us. Because how can we not have? We should at least have a solid defense or a solid midfield. Do you know when like most teams have got 1 out of the 3 sorted?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. I don't know how Villa are like progressed more than us, bro.
It's because they want it more, mate. They want to be where they are. They know they're not getting the top two. Do you know what I mean? Top three, top four, even. But they know there's a possibility that they especially think there's a possibility that Europa's in sight. Do you know what I mean? And they want it. Arsenal, we don't want it no more. You can't tell me one player, other than Pepe today and Odegaard when he came on, you can't tell me one player actually wanted to win that game.
Exactly, bruv. Exactly. And even when you look at it from an owner perspective, let's say, you look at Grealish. Bruv, they put Bartley next to him. You got Watkins there, Target. You say, do you know what? They've supported that. They've put more around that player than we've put around Ozil, than we've put around Sanchez, than we've given, like... And you start really looking into like the technicalities of it, and you start saying, yeah, do you know what? If you was in the professional world, it's a very sad thing to say, and maybe I'm wrong, but obviously Arsenal, it's not a joke to the players. It's a serious big club that pays well, so it's a really top club, but maybe it is a bit of a, I don't like saying it, but a platform club. We've become a bit of a stepping stone because, bruv, if you're not going to give us the tools to win stuff, this is what I'm hoping now. This is why I think we didn't need to not jump the gun, and we need to stick like with this plan, because hopefully we need to get to the second part of it, I'm hoping. And then 2-3 year plan ain't going to work. We're going to have a long-term one, at least more like 3 to 5. And that seems like what I think he's on. But you know what? Xhaka had a banger of a free kick during that match, just on a little one-off question. I reckon we should just be banging him on free kicks all the time, because then that could add to his gameplay and he could start having long-range shots. What do you lot think about that? Because I feel like he's got nothing else to add to his game, Xhaka. If he added that to his game, could be a bit Lampardy, bruv. Lampard weren't all that as well. Well, he was. No, he was. But I'm saying, if you add a little attribute to your game, what do you lot think about that? Or have I just got gassed? Is he a 1 out of 10 free kick? He seems to bang them, bruv.
He's all right at free kicks, but I will say one thing Arsenal need to do is they need to get a set free kick taker.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by that. Or would you be more under Pepe, giving it to Pepe?
Well, yeah, you could do, but at the same time, we just need to find someone who can take free kicks, because we have way too many people that want to take them.
Yeah,
like, the corners today, like that annoyed me when Odegaard came on, and he done well. He's one of the first people I've seen beat the first man on a corner in so many games. Next corner was William. Why? You know what I'm saying? He didn't beat the first man again. Why are you putting him on it? Why?
Willian's a prick, bro. I'm sorry to say it. I don't like hotting players up, but do you know what? Arteta blatantly got him based upon. Do you know, like when you're the same kind of age, who's both in the game? It was more, I reckon, it's more like a trust thing. Come and work for me, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And he fucking hasn't, bruv. Not at all. But just his decision making is disgusting. Like, yeah, that one I can't deny it, bruv. It was a madness. He was a madness. But
William's going to be our new Deadwood.
Already, bruv. Yeah, you're banging. What about you, Andrew? What would you say? Like, it's just a stupid question, but it's just something I thought about. Like I said, Xhaka on free kicks. I reckon it could, if he starts hitting them more often, like every single free kick Xhaka, that could open him up to maybe possibly becoming a guy who has 2 or 3 shots a game, long rangers. Do you reckon that there's something in that, or would you rather go down the techie road and give it to Pepe or someone like that?
No, because I agree with you. What you said before on the video before we started the live, I thought that was bang on, mate. I think Xhaka is good at long shots, and Arsenal should like play him for what he's good at, because he's a sideward player otherwise. Do you know what I mean? And that might give him confidence. If he's banging in 3 or 4 shots that are on target a game, his confidence is going to shoot up. Exactly. And we might actually start seeing a play, because he ain't that old, mate. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think we've seen the best of Xhaka.
Mate, that free kick we saw today, I know it didn't go in, but it was a brilliant save from Martinez. But that is a little bit of skill to do that. That was like 30, 40 yards out, bro. It's like, yeah, it would be good. Like you said, if he might prove us wrong, but I reckon if he started taking them for like 2 months, before you know it, he'll get used to where the goal is. So that could be a bit saucy. But let me ask you another question then, guys. I want to get a little couple comments in as well. So guys, ask a few comments now. But you can be as elaborate or as not if you want, yeah? Real talk, on the core basis of it, simple question, bruv. Is Villa's team better than Arsenal's? Like, man for man?
No.
Yeah, I think it is. So
you don't think it's... I kind of think it is Guna, the combined team. What do you reckon then, Guna? But there's an argument for both, because it's not arguable. What do you reckon then, Guna? Give us... Is it because of the kind of the world class that we get when it comes to the Aubameyangs, Lacazette? Yeah, yeah.
They've got
Backers
they
as
have got
well.
a few players that are better than ours, like Grealish. He's not better than any player in our team, but he'd walk into our team easily. Mings,
But I bet you this, you know. I bet you now, yeah. All of that said, you would swap Lacazette for Watkins in the flash, would you? I know I would, bro.
yeah, I would.
So it's like, do you know what? It looks like we've got better players, but when you look really closely, like, have we?
Mings, I'd take him as well. He'd walk into our team. That, to be fair, actually, as I go through,
Yeah, you're like Villa has got a better
Man,
team. Yeah, that's
yeah,
what I'm
man for now, they have a better team.
let me have a think. What I'd keep. Say we went with our strongest.
Target, Mings, Grealish.
Cash.
Goalkeeper, I'd keep.
No, I'd
probably-
swap Leighton.
No, I'd keep Leno. I wouldn't. I'd get rid of our right back. Take their right back.
On lately, do you know what? Even I'm kind of swinging towards Martin. I ain't put my stamp on it yet, but lately I am swinging towards Martinez as well, bro. After that handball, Leno pissed me right off, bro.
Yeah, but Leno parries the ball too much. He parries the ball. He stopped. He's a shot stopper, but he parries it. He don't get out of danger, mate. And then we need to keep it.
Let's be fair. If it was based upon experience, Martinez has had much more than him. Do you know what I mean? He's been here for longer, so that's kind of showing. I just think, yeah, like, I don't know. What do you lot think? Who's the team's better, Villa or Arsenal? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, it's fucking.
There's only about 5 players I'd keep from Arsenal. To be fair, like maybe 6 at the most. So
think about it. I know 3 of them players are like Smith Rowe, Saka, and it's like when you look at these people, it's like it's completely bang. I was watching a little documentary just now, and they were talking about Sancho. Brilliant player, this and that. But you know, when you're at that young age, it's like you're not even, your potential's not written yet. Anything can happen. So, like, for instance, today, Tierney's injured. And then all of a sudden, it's a serious Villa team. So it's like, I think that's why we lose, basically, to a lot of teams. Because ultimately, I do think they've got a better team than us. Like, when you break it down, you take a Aubameyang out of it. I don't know what I don't know. I don't like to mock it, but I feel like when I've seen his potential already and what he did when Emery was there and just before. It's like, I feel like he's robbing a wage now, blood. I swear to God, I feel like because I know what he's got in his locker, man. And I know he's the kind of player where it's not natural. You got to put work in to get it. And yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's have a little. Is there anything you lot saw in the game or anything that you lot wanted to highlight or anything? Oh, did you see Grealish? Did you see Saka, bruv? Just because we lost, he kicked the ball in Grealish's face. He said, hold that, blood.
Grealish was on him though all game because they're boys, isn't they?
Yeah.
Grealish was on him, taking him out all game, bruv. So when that happened to me, I was thinking, boy, you deserve that.
Yeah. I like to see that though, them two battling a bit like that, because that's how you get better, bruv. In the back of your head, when you got that person in England, do you know what I mean? It's like it's good to see them at a similar level anyway, put it that way.
But it was good to see Aston Villa target Saka. Because that shows that other teams are aware of his ability. Do you know what I mean? Other teams know that guy's a threat. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's good for us.
Scary thing is, you take Soz off, who's meant to be experienced a little bit, at least in left back, right back positions. You put Saka there. Blood, we was better when Saka went to left back, bro.
That's why he should stay for a bit. I would put him there, put Aubameyang up top, drop Laka out, drop Cedric out, play Pepe and Odegaard. That's what I'd do.
You know what it is? And that's perfect. That is, like, that's an effective team. But do you know what I think it is? Not reluctancy, but it's like, do you know what, we had Ainsley doing the same thing, and we might have lost a player in Ainsley there. And I'm not saying it would ever happen with Saka, 2 completely different players, but I think Arteta's maybe a bit reluctant to not disrespect a young man, because it's not a disrespect because you're allowed to play in any position, but it's like, I think he's really trying to nurture them in their position through routine, regimen, and So it's like, it goes completely against everything to slap him there. Obviously, it could be done, but it's going to have to probably get done soon, to be fair to you, Andrew. But then again, let's go on to Odegaard for a sec, bro. Fucking hell, bro. How can you come on the pitch for 6 seconds and then just in the 6 seconds show me the techers we're missing? What is it about these foreign players? I don't know yet. Maybe he learned it, but there's a certain ilk of player you can tell, even if nothing much happens. I would already say, yeah, like if that was a full-time player, not alone, I say we're on to a winner here, blood. What do you not reckon? Did you not see the quality just in that little space of time?
His vision and his movement, world class already. Honestly, the way I was watching him move from that right wing, no one was picking him up. Not one person. We just didn't have someone in the midfield who was quick enough to get in the ball. Like, you know, when he was getting it on the box, it was one touch passing straight in. That one ball that he done down the right hand side where he pinged it, and that lovely through ball, and Pepe got tackled at the end of it. Like, I haven't seen balls like that in ages.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we can get him on a permanent deal in the summer, we will be on to a winner with him.
Yeah. Clearly. What, can I say something? I'm not too sure. What's going on with Ceballos, bruv? What's going on with him?
I said that to Guna for life when we were talking earlier. I said to him, because I think we're missing him, bruv. He had intent when he played. He didn't play good every game.
It's like, after watching Odegaard, did you think the same as what I thought, Andrew, that he could work well with Odegaard, giving and going, that intricate kind of play? He probably could handle it.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're missing him. I think we're missing Tierney a lot, and I think we're missing that intensity. And because Partey, I don't think he's got that intensity. He's good at putting the balls forward, but he isn't an aggressive forward-running player.
I'm glad you brought that up, Andrew, because I weren't bad mouthing him, but before we got him, I was saying I don't think he's the one for us. But you know what? Because I wasn't watching Atletico like for 90 minutes, this and that. What I saw is what you just said. He's a different. You can't have all intensity play. Well, he's intense, but in his own way. You have to have a different broad range. And if we're not going to add to this Arsenal and create a team, Partey's going to get cussed in about a year. They're going to say he's shit because he's going to be on the end of some horrible challenge. You know how it is. But if we support him and we go forward, he is what you said, cool. He picks out the passes. He seems to be behind the ball more than he's in front of it. He gets in a few challenges. Him and Odegaard and someone else, whoever that's going to be, Xhaka, Ceballos at times. Like you said, I think it could be a brilliant partnership, bro. Brilliant. But what's your overall thinking on Partey then, Andrew? I didn't quite. What are you thinking about Partey?
Well, I'll be honest with you. Before he was even meant, but the only time I ever looked into him was when I see he was rumored to come. And from what I've seen of him, well, to be fair, Guna for life has sort of changed my mind about him because he rates him more than I did. And he pointed out to me that in today's game that when he came off, we weren't going forward at all. As soon as Partey came off today, there was a time where we didn't go forward. So I think he is that. Like I said, I'm just used to seeing players that drive forward, that have that aggression. Do you know what I mean? In midfield, especially that. And I just think he ain't that. What would you say, Guna for life? What is he? He's a box-to-box sort of.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah,
he's box-to-box. But I noticed it as soon as he came off. He just everything stopped going forward. Well, it was William. He came on and he doesn't know how to pass forward unless he crosses and hits the first man. It does my head in. I don't know why he even brought him on. Like, is there something in his contract that says he has to play?
God knows, bro. God knows. At the end of the day,
what has he done? What has he done to get a spot on that team? Even on the bench, what has he done? Nothing.
Yeah. Well, if I try and say, all right, then give me then, and I'll tell you what I think. You're the manager in that moment. Thomas Partey's just got knocked, and there is other people on the bench or whatever. What would you have done, Gunnar?
If I was gonna bring someone like that on, I would have brought on Martinelli.
Yeah, okay. Same thing. You'd like for like, yeah. I hear you.
Even if you
1-0 down.
Even if he dropped Smith Rowe, Smith goes you to the midfield. So you drop him.
I'm going to give you the job, blood. I was going to try and come back with a counter comment, but you're right, blood. Man should have brought Martinelli on, but bruv, I'm going to get you the job, bro. No, it's true.
Like literally, like even if he dropped Smith Rowe back into midfield because he's used to that area, and then put Martinelli up at the number 10.
Yeah,
and just kept it how it was. Like, why did he bring Willian on and move it all about? I don't understand it. Like, I really don't.
Because one of my usual argument would be to you is he's protecting Martinelli. No point chasing it. We should be able to score a goal. Aubameyang's but at the end of the day, we wasn't winning. We was 1-0 down. There's only so many times you can keep doing the same thing before it's going to get questioned. But I tell you what, Gunnar, can we put a pin in that until maybe a next game? When we do our next post-match, let's see what go on, yeah? Around the substitution. If he brings Willian on again, Brad, you can hop me. I'm going to stick you big screen by yourself And then fucking just like that, boom. And then, blood, I'm going to let you hot me on your own thing. Okay. Right, let's read a couple comments or two. Hopefully they can inspire some combos between us. The players themselves also need to take care of their bodies. Eden Hazard keep getting injured and Real Madrid have turned into an expensive flop. Oh, bruv, they go through their phases, don't they? Remember, historically, Villa are a big club. They have won the Champions League, Europa Cup. Big up yourself, football, Brownie. We'll get you on one day. Yeah, no, Villa are big. And maybe their owner understands that. I think that's what we were talking about earlier, innit, boys, about how they went through their transition. There was a time they needed players. Players were leaving them. Who was their duppy man? Was it that old Bomlahor? What was his name?
Yeah, Bomlahor, I remember him.
Top scorer for it. He was sauce, bruv. That brother was a big problem in the Premier League, bruv. He scored basically every time.
They've always had quite a good striker, Villa. They've always had like Dion Dublin, Benteke was
for real.
You know what I mean? They've always made a good striker out of their team.
Then they went down. Then they were screaming. And you know what? People can say they got lucky, bruv. How many people have tried to get Grealish? 60, 70, 80. If it was Arsenal, we would have sold that. We wouldn't have built. So fair dues to where Villa are. Bruv. Fair dues. 3-1 thinks Arsenal have outspent Chelsea and Man United after the past 5 years. Fucking hell. But even I looked at some wages today. It's mad, bro. Obviously, he's inexperienced, but Pep's on 20 mil. Arteta's on 5, blood. He's in a little measly. Some of the players get paid more than fucking Arteta, bro. Mr. Bungle says, rumour has it the whole team had a dirty rustlers. Man's trying to be serious here, bro. Villa just have better players than us. Simple as that. Our players are overhyped, but our fans are too much. Do you know what? Overhyped. Let me ask you the question, Andrew, because it's a saucy word, but do you think Lacazette, because I keep coming back to him because he's let me down, blood. I loved him one point. Is Lacazette overhyped?
Yeah, half of our squad's overhyped.
He hasn't deserved an Instagram picture for at least a year, bruv. The pictures I'm seeing coming out, I'm like, what do you reckon, Gunnar? Is he overhyped?
Yeah.
Whereas Aubameyang, I don't think Aubameyang's overhyped because there's always a little someone in the room to say, do you know what? He don't really contribute in that way, but he does get 30. I think he gets the right applause, Aubameyang. For me, he's like, who else would you say is overhyped in the squad then? Because that's a serious problem, bruv. It means the fans are deluded. Like, is Bellerin overhyped?
Yeah, Bellerin's overhyped. I think Xhaka's overhyped.
Yeah.
Half of the squad are overhyped.
Like, I fucking know the whole squad's overhyped, bro. Football with Brownies, good point. Same with Newcastle, but their owner is not investing. Yeah, happens. That's what happens when the dollar comes in. Brownie, you piggyback in the relevant Wi-Fi again, the restaurant Wi-Fi. Big up ARK, and Lauren. Hope you guys are having a great day. Yeah, big up Gunnar and Andrew as well. Gunnar's link is in the description. We got to come on when we got to do it. A video on your one soon, Gunnar. Do you know what I'm saying? We'll get everybody on. We'll end the stream on mine and then go straight onto yours. Get me? Do a 2-hour stream. First hour on mine. This is how you do the duppy business, bud. You get me? The alcoholic Gunnar adds up broken old abacus. Sorry, I didn't get that one. Abacus. Lon, Mr. Bungle. All restaurants are closed over here. Chinese are different position. What's this? Oh, Chelsea. I thought that said Chinese blood. I was about to skip the comment. Chelsea are in a different position because they already have the squad to challenge for the title. Do you think they got the squad? They should have. Do you reckon that's a squad that's worthy of challenging? So Thomas Tuchel will be challenging straight away from next year?
Yeah, from next year, yeah. The squad, the people need to remember when you buy world-class players, just because they've been in a team that's built them up to be world-class. You can't just take 5 players from different leagues, put them in one team and be like, yeah, play.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So by next year, if we expect Chelsea to challenge next year, Andrew, that means they're learning this year. What room does that give Thomas Tuchel to try a few systems and test a man here? And is it literally the pre-season gap? Because if it is next, because me in my head, if I was the owner, I would be saying to him, look, get as fucking high as you can. Let's do what we got to do. But for next year, it's a guaranteed top 4. No, I'm not settling for nothing less. But for the sake of the longevity, if you can win it, win it. But if you need to swap a little, do you know what I mean? If you need to bring Lacazette for a bam, if you need to do what you got to do and then go for it next year, do you reckon? I'm living in a dream world though, innit, blood? Let's be real. Giving a man a whole year to learn the system, it's instant results now, innit? Especially
modern football. You if you don't win, well, Arsenal are probably probably one of the better people for it. They actually give a manager a chance, sort of. Whether that's because they can't afford it or they don't want to afford another one, a better one. Do you know what I mean? But everyone else, if you ain't performing, even the lower teams now, if you lose, like look at Eddie Howe at Bournemouth, mate. Do you know what I mean? He done so much for that club, and because they got relegated, boom, gone. Do you know what I mean? But he brought you up, he kept you up for so many years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's a myth that it's like, get the manager in, give him a bit of money, because it's not gone well, we'll get rid of him and go again. Do you know what I think? I think it costs more money to have someone like Ferguson, to have someone like Wenger, to have someone who builds something and gets to a point where you have to give them money. I think that costs more. It seems like it doesn't. See, when you keep getting, I think it's the cheapest thing is to keep sacking every 2-3 years. That's what I reckon. Because but boy, I don't know. Whoever wants it's going to get it. Let's see. Luke Shaw's daddy, bloody United with the Papadom defence on like a bowl. What was it? What was the score? What did the score end? I saw it was 2-2 United and.
Was it? I saw 2-0 United at half time.
Oh, don't lie. I only saw 2-2. I didn't know how it got to 2-2. So they was 2-0 up at one point.
Yeah, but at half time, 2-0 up, bro.
They've got it lost. Everton. I bet they've gone and got done, didn't they? Someone will write in the comments. Just pull in your chain, Brownie. Bummer and the gherkin. Go back talk like shit. I know. I was watching one next person today, LG. You know what they said? If Unai Emery had Partey, Gabriel, we would have been challenging for Champions League. I'm thinking, well, bro, you shouldn't have done 100 videos getting the guy to sack them, blood. Do you know what I mean? Do a video saying get him a defender.
Yeah.
To be honest, Frankie Arsenal are big. I know, big up really, big up yourself. MB, Aubameyang could be the new Deadwood. No way. It's impossible. Nah. He's still our most, even if people don't like him, let me put it this way. Let me think of the right word. He's still our most impactful player because he puts the ball in the net, bro. Fucking hell.
Until someone else takes that job on and does it better than he has, you can't say he isn't our best goal scorer. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, watching Watkins run about today, watching the way Watkins was moving, where you can see as well. I'm not saying he's punching above his weight, but he's giving it his fucking all. Lacazette, bruv, he needs to get hotted up by someone, bruv, because Watkins is looking like if Lacazette's fault was 40, Watkins is 60 mil just off the back of that game, bruv, just off the back of that. So it's like when Barkley's looking like better than all of our midfield put together, there's something not right, bruv.
And Chelsea didn't even want him.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest with you, I've got to say he's proved me wrong. I wasn't impressed with him at Chelsea. He's gone next to Grealish, and he's even got vexed when he got subbed off today. Like you can see, he's liking his football.
Yeah, I like that in
I'll look at Luke Shaw. Why did Arteta put Saka at left back and take Cedric Soares off?
Because he's a genius.
Why am I getting baffled now? I can't remember what happened. One sec. Something pivotal happened when that happened. Did Cedric get injured? No, what happened? What happened?
Partey got injured.
Partey got injured and then Willian came off. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the shystiness. I feel like I've forgotten something of the game there. I'm that old. I remember when McCall McDonald played for Arsenal and we played for Newcastle, we brought him to Arsenal. Saka was balling. Arsenal fan needs to be realistic. Our position in the league is justified. It is, and the horrible thing is we were close. We could have nicked these last 6 points, man. It's so annoying. All that's stuck in my head is, what is it? Pepe, cheeky little headbutt, red card. Xhaka, red card before that. Couple sloppy performances. Burnley, no handball. Soares gives it away. See that little calamitous kind of things I just told you out there? That's like, I feel like that's what we've gone through for these. Like, mate, I feel sorry for Arteta, bro. Even he was laughing on the sideline today. Did you see at one point? Almost like, you can't start doing this on purpose, blood. Did you see it? The way he was laughing, like, fucking hell, bro. He's like, no wonder why, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if.
But this is why I'm not Arteta out, bro. Because with the team he's got, what more can the guy do? What actually more can he do? That team the team that we ended the match with, other than the defence, that forward team was a good, other than Willian as well, but that was a good, strong forward team. And we still couldn't score. Like you said, 3 shots on target, bro. In 90 minutes. We're meant to have a world-class. I think Aubameyang is world-class personally, but he ain't showing it. He ain't doing himself
Well,
any
no, he
favor.
is. You're right. A gun and a fucking gun's deadly. But if you don't put a magazine in it, bruv, it won't work. And if you ever given the guy the creator, if Cazorla was there, Aubameyang probably would have won a Golden Boot a couple times more. Do you know what I mean? If he had someone really just giving him that, even when he gets the ball, it comes in the air. Everybody knows Aubameyang wants that to come along the ground. If he had someone who was playing to his strengths, who knows? But I had to come back to Luke Shaw because I remembered, blood. Why did Arteta put Saka there? Bro, forget that Cedric gave a goal away. Cedric was moving stupid today, bro. The ball was flying here. He was out of position. I'm glad he come off, bro. It changed everything. When Saka come on, that left side, what do you look? Am I saying shit? Was Saka did more impactful when Saka went to the left, didn't it?
It was popping on the side.
Him and Pepe was doing the little shystiness there, innit?
But then
That's what we
Willian
need.
Then William came on. Pepe went to the other side, and
that was what fucked it. Because then Partey got injured and forced that sub. That's what happened. Yeah, but not forced that sub. He could have brought Martinelli on, like you've already pointed out, Gunnar. We're going to talk about that next post match. Where was I? Supermac. And where is Martinelli? Well, he didn't come on, so maybe there's more to it than that. But you know me, bro. I've always got a reason. I keep thinking that a lack of crowd is creating all this unexpectedness, including some players' ability. 100% it is. And listen to this, yeah? This guy's is mad, yeah? Can you imagine if you buy a player just before the Rona comes and then all fans leave stadium? You'd rather buy a player now? Because what I'm saying is now, see where Watkins is performing. You can see he's doing that from himself. It's almost like sometimes you can get a false gauge. Do you know when the crowd's there, you get all that adrenaline and you're gassed and these players, it's gone. And some players have turned off. Like, yeah, bro. It's mad what an energy can do. Energy is real. Watkins is class. Would you just swap him straight up now for Laka, innit? No questions, innit? What about Aubameyang then for the future? If you could swap Aubameyang for Watkins now, and Watkins would come in and give you 4-year contract straight, bosh, would you risk it for the future plan? I tell you straight, I would. I know it's mad. Would you, Gunnar?
Maybe, but at the same time, we don't know how he'd play at Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Like he could just end up being dead. Then we've really fucked up then.
Because I wouldn't be. Oh, go on. Sorry.
Half of the players we've got, half of it could be like they're half shook. You know what I'm saying? Like the club could generally be too big for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they get too. But you don't see these players at these smaller clubs like get scared or just back away from challenges, turn around. And
they have nothing to lose, do they?
It doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, but with us, it's weird. It's like it's always the same people as well. You see, do the same mistakes, and it is. I don't know. It's a weird one, but I would definitely. It'd cost some money. I'm not gonna lie. I reckon it'd cost a good 40 million if you wanted him, just because he's English and he's had a good season. I don't know if I'd swap him for Aubameyang, but I'd definitely swap him for Lacazette all day.
Yeah. Well, we're most excited to do it just because of the age as well. Him, like all of them can grow together. So I wouldn't be getting him to win nothing. I'd be getting him to say to the fans, bruv, you lot know in 2 years we got a fucking squad here, innit? That's like that kind of shit. That'd be really exciting.
But that's what we need to do, Realist. We need to. If we're Arsenal fans, we're not like, well, other than this channel, all the other Arsenal fans I know, they're not real, mate. They need to realise we're not a top 4 team anymore.
And that's what I was about to say. You're right, because of the pressure thing that Gunnar said. When you come to a big club, there's pressure. I was going to say, don't worry. In 2 years, bruv, there'll be no pressure here because we won't be big then.
Yeah, but we're not. I don't think we are anyway. We're not a top 4 team anymore. We're just about a top 6, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like we are Europa football. That is what Arsenal are, and we have been for a few years. And when we realise that that's what we are, stop trying to buy these one-off world-class players. Buy a handful of youngsters or a handful of players that actually want to try. They play for the badge. They play for the passion of football. Do you know what I mean? Not for the money, not for what they're going to get each week. And that's what we're missing. We need to go back to basics. Go back to that.
Yeah, I personally would listen, mate. I'd swap Aubameyang for Watkins now, just for the future possible. But like I said, it'll have to be a 4 or 5 year contract, blood. It's guaranteed. No
Like
energy.
if we're going for average players like we seem to do in these foreign countries, and you've got to, like, really, you've got to kind of put it down to whatever they do in that country, they're gonna do half to a third in this country. You know what I'm saying? So if we're gonna so they may be world class over there, scoring all these goals, getting these assists. Over here, that's average. So if you're gonna buy an average player from a different country that's now got to come in and settle in, get used to the league, learn the language, all of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just go get an average fucking player from this league?
Yeah, for Premier League ready.
They know what they're fucking doing.
Yeah.
Like,
it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Ben Davies and Liverpool based upon that. And I want to see how the fans and the media, even if it goes completely wrong, no one should be getting cussed in that scenario. You got to try. You got to give people a go. It can happen. And like we said, I would fish in lower leagues and the Championship, even lower Premier League teams. Like, let me read this
buy
one.
Bamford.
Pardon?
We should buy Bamford.
Bamford. Yeah, you know we won't. There's just some names that we won't, lad. Richard, Harron. I wasn't going to read this, but I've got to be fair and read everyone's thing out. Arteta is an arrogant cunt. You wait, Martinelli, Saliba, Balogun, all will want out come summer. I don't know about Martinelli, but Martinelli's got his name in lights at Arsenal. Saliba, there's something going on. Balogun as well. I can't say. There is definitely something going on with those last two. What would you lot say? You might know more about it on me. Guna, Balogun. What's the situation there? Everyone seems to say he wants to play this and that, but you did just say don't be getting overhyped with this and that. People are going on like Balogun's Ronaldo, bruv.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous.
Do you know what I mean?
He's got to be better than Eddie, though.
But does he? Got to be.
Yeah, is he?
We don't know them.
Don't forget, these people.
He's not giving him the chance to see if he's better than Eddie. Eddie's shit.
Yeah.
He's crap. He doesn't do anything. He's not. It's not even so much he's shit. He's not strong enough. Do you know what I'm saying? He generally, if you put him in front of a Premier League defender, I'm sorry, you're getting bullied off that ball every single time.
Yeah.
You're not strong enough. He's still got the body of a boy. Like,
but
do you know what I mean?
Balogun, would you have brought Balogun on today rather than as a sub for someone?
I don't. Maybe.
And that's the thing there. I think it's where it's like trying to get him in to warrant that. But I do agree he should be working his way into the team and the bench. But I don't think that comes down to Arteta just yet, bruv. The squad's too short to then cuss a man for not bringing a peripheral player into the team. Do you know what I mean?
But even if
giving him $100,000 a week, like, no.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You can't. No. I don't know how it's Arteta's fault. The guy, he obviously trains with these players day in, day out. He would see if Balogun was so good, mate. He would see that the guy hasn't even really proved himself. What is that? Two good games. Let him play a few.
It's unfair that we get forced to have this conversation because maybe, even though it does tend to suggest that he probably ain't, but maybe there is a little system going on behind closed doors. Man United have done it with the Van der Beek. Why are they not playing? There's obviously something going on. Getting in Premier League when do you know what I mean? There's something going on.
But it could be as easy as another player's playing better than him in training. If the player's performing better in training, that manager's got no choice but to pick the better player that he sees throughout the week. Do you know what I mean?
I agree, brother.
Saliba, I don't think Saliba should have just jumped straight into our team either. Lack of experience. If we're trying to build a team that's going Champions League, are you going to put a player who hasn't kicked the football for so long into it, like Guna was saying, into the hardest league in the world?
Yeah, but with him, I see it as we're going to end up playing. We were going to play Mustafi or Luiz there, and they're going to make the same mistakes as this kid's going to make anyway. So you might as well put a kid in who's going to learn by his mistakes, slowly get better. But at the same time, if you don't have someone who's world class next to him making mistakes, he's not going to get better. And he's got Bellerin next to him, so to be fair, no, he wouldn't get better. He'd probably get worse. So it's one of them. I hope our whole defence needs sorting out. Like going back to the Chelsea thing, what you said, they won't win the league until they sort their defence. With that team, their midfield upwards, amazing. The defence ain't good enough. They haven't got a world-class defender, really, apart from Thiago Silva or something. But he's past it. He's old. You know what I'm saying? He's done all right, but he's old. Like, to me, they need to go and get a world-class centre back, like someone good, and and maybe another right back to challenge for that Reece James. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need someone
like a serious defender or two, and then maybe they're in the title race. Is true.
If we had went and got a serious defender, we got lucky with Gabriel, but he's not a serious defender. If we got a serious defender, we'd go up the table. Maybe not top 4, but we'd be guaranteed.
I would be a step away from top 4. It's true.
Like, but at the same time, we had that with Emery. You know what I'm saying? He was 1 point off.
Yeah. Oh, we missed the whole. We didn't just miss the trick with Emery. We missed the whole magician's box, bro. I'm gonna go to my grave telling you how good that manager is, and I'm not making him bigger words. He was a good football man. Do you know what I mean? He knows his football, and he's going to prove it throughout his career anyway. He's definitely going to win another Europa, a couple. He will win another big trophy in his career. I've already seen enough, and yeah, but that's Arsenal all over, isn't it? Scapegoat. Let's be real. If you was the owners of a huge business, us three now, yeah, we open a huge business called Woolworths. It makes 20 billion, yeah, and someone tries to call us a cunt, bro. We'll do the same thing to protect our business. You keep doing the spin doctor, innit? But the difference is this is football, bro. Willock scored today on a debut. Did he?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Don't chat. Oh my God. Arteta's been holding Willock back all these years. He's been holding him back, bro. Was it a long ranger? Did you see it, Andrew?
No, it was inside the box, but it was a nicely worked team goal. That Sant Maximum put it in from the left, I think, and he just first time shot in the net.
Nice. I think he can do it, bro. Willock's on stuff too, bro. I think Arteta dropped the ball. Aubameyang up front, Saka and Pepe wide, Partey and Xhaka in the middle. Tierney, Niles with Gab. Yeah, but Tierney's injured, bro. Niles doesn't play for us no more. He's at West Brom.
No.
Gabriel was on the pitch, and Mari, I'll see Pablo and Mari. I see what you're saying. Do you know what it is, Lucio? It's like, yeah, obviously there's a little few things you miss there, but you are right. If the full squad was there, that was a squad we want to see. Agree, and more perhaps. Dean Smith is underrated. It's down to knowing how to do things. Who's Dean Smith again? Is that a ref?
No, I swear that's the Aston Villa manager, isn't it?
I boyed it. Oh, yeah, I boyed it. Man called him the ref. It sounds very refy. No, Villa are sick. Listen, mate, I don't like saying it, especially once they beat us. But I've not said it many times. There's only been a few teams I've looked at throughout the years, and I like them for whatever reason. And I have to say, bruv, I like watching this little Villa. I think it's because I like Grealish, but I like watching their football, man. It's not just score by any means. They're trying to play some nice football to watch, and it is nice to watch. So being a Villa fan right now, it must be quite a nice feeling, bruv. Do you know what I mean? But the only scary thing is what they don't know, what we do know, being Arsenal fans. Bruv, Barkley, I mean, what's his name? Grealish is already looking at his houses in Manchester, blood. He's already looking where to buy it, blood. They don't know that yet, but bruv, you know he's ending up somewhere one day, innit?
Yeah, for sure.
Going to have to fall apart, bro. Arsenal may have the better individuals, but Villa play as a team. Martinez is better than Leno. He's more commanding in the box. He's better handling and a better distributor. Our defense looks more confident with Martinez. Before I'll move on to you, lot, I just want to add this into the mix, yeah? It's all good coming and waving your dick around when you beat us 1-0, but Lingard teabagged you twice. But I'm just saying, we can't forget that some players have that Martinez has had bad games as well. But at the moment, my instinct is telling me that Martinez is a bit of the better goalie. What do you two reckon?
Yeah, I agree. I think he's definitely a better goalie.
Definitely, you're straight on it.
No, I think we've treated him unfairly, Martinez. I think he stayed with us for all that. How many years was it? 10 years or so? He was with us for a long time. Finally got the chance to prove himself. I think no Arsenal fan can tell me that he didn't prove himself in the games he played, and then we went and cashed out on him for 20 million. I think Aston Villa are laughing at us, mate. Our
20
business.
million. Fucking hell, is that how much we got, Andrew?
I swear it was like 20 million,
Yeah, what have we
25
done with
max.
that? Did you do anything with that? Nothing.
No, we never do. It went straight into Kroenke's pocket, didn't it?
20 million, bro. Fucking hell. Now we
probably
got
bought,
Ryan in goal.
yeah, that 20 million probably bought some American footballs for his Rams team or something.
I lie. 100%. Fucking hell. What about you, Good? And the thing is, they're both got good attributes. I know you're more on the Leno side. Are you, Guna? I don't remember correctly.
There's certain things that they both do that they're better than each other. You know what I'm saying? But
What's Leno's best attribute, do you think? What's Leno got on Martinez?
I think he's a better shot stopper. I think. But like Martinez, he's better with his kicking.
Do you know what? When you say shot stopper, do you know what? I tried to think about that, and then Andrew said no, and I tried to think. Do you know what I think it is? When Leno does make a save, he'll catch it and it will be clean. Whereas Martinez could possibly save more, but they're a bit messy. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, but I'd swap it the other way around. I'd say you're right, but Leno's more messy. Where Martinez, when he stops a shot, he stops it dead or it goes out of play. When Leno does it, it drops to our defenders, where our defenders should be in the 6-yard box. And we know what Arsenal's defenders are like. They're never there.
Yeah,
I think we've lost so many goals because of that.
With a Xhaka free kick and the other, Martinez did stand out today for me. Obviously, he did have some strong hands. Do you know what I'm saying? But we didn't have Leno on the pitch. But that's a good one for the future. Organised defence and playing to Arsenal's weaknesses in attack. Villa has high IQ players. Oh, Luke, sure, don't take it too deep, blood. I don't know. I heard them swearing at each other on the pitch. He was like, "You fucking pleck." I don't know about high IQ, but no, I know what you're saying. The football is good football to watch. That actually, yeah, it is. It's not just there is a system to it. I'm impressed, bruv. I don't think I've ever looked at Watkins closely. I've been boying him really, and Barkley. I like what I see it, bruv. Like it's just upsetting for me, bruv. I like. What have we got to look forward to, blood? To sell fucking Martinelli and Saka? Didn't Martinez let a few goals in? Yeah, he got teabagged by Lingard, bruv. But it does happen. It does happen.
Any goalie's going to let a couple of goals in, isn't he?
It is. Let me ask you like this then, yeah? Even I probably know your answer. Where does Ospina? He's nothing to do with us now. But what is he compared to Martinez and Leno? Is he a clear par below them?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think he turned up on the big days. That's the thing about Ospina. I felt like in the big moment he'll turn up, but then when it turns off, he wasn't. What do you reckon about Ospina, Ryan?
He's not on their level. I don't think he was an all right goalkeeper.
Yeah.
We've had heck of a lot worse. Put it that way.
Yeah. I think that was our longest serving Chesney, blood.
He turned out to be good.
Yeah. Well, he's doing stuff at Ronaldo. Man's on the plane with Ronaldo on FIFA now, blood. Man's in goal and that. And Chesney, he's a duffy. Grealish had Saka and Bellerin on time. No. Saka had a good game. Grealish was fouled him a couple times. Grealish fouled Saka a couple times, bruv. Bellerin was made to lie on toast. So I'll give you that one. Why couldn't we just keep both? Yeah, bruv. Fucking hell, bruv. This is Arsenal you're talking about, bruv. KL, yeah. He made a few mistakes, but if you look at the bigger picture, still had a great season. I don't know who we're talking about there, so I can't carry on.
I think they're about Martinez.
Yeah, no, definitely. What I want to see, is he running off adrenaline? Is he going to the gym an extra hour? Or is this his level now? Because, you know, when you go somewhere, you can either be not on it or fully on it. He's clearly been fully on it. But you know what? Good luck to the guy, man. He deserves it, bro. He deserves to have his name to go down in Premier League, like history. Do you know what I mean? So Saka needs to be upfield in defence. Cedric is not as bad as you think. What do you lot reckon in there? Saka needs to be upfield, I agree. Is Cedric as bad as we think? I don't think we've ripped him a new one. We kind of said he's not technically a natural, technically gifted player. He's not played in the ticky, like the kind of this new style of football passing and moving. Have we been hard on him, do you reckon?
No. I think yeah, Southampton were happy to see him. Like, they didn't fight to keep him. And we're meant to be a better team than Southampton. I know we haven't been. and definitely haven't been this season. But overall, Arsenal are a bigger, better team than Southampton, and they didn't want him. I mean, they were happy for him to go away, and they've done fine without him. I don't think he's on point to be a top 6 team player. Maybe a sub, like if we need him, because he has odd good games. You know what I mean, he has a couple of games where he plays amazing, and then that pass today, that was 1 minute 20 seconds into the game, and he's passing it like he's been running around for 110 minutes.
And little things like that, unfortunately, it does make people like overreact, and you are going to end up with a bad reputation, bruv. Especially when you're suspect before that. You directly cost us 3 points there. That's how I see that. Bellerin's lost it big time. I think I agree with that, man. He's not. Do you know what? At least he's embraced to be a stable right back, though. He don't bomb so much for. He's kind of saying, do you know what? Let me be there, involved in the game. He don't take much risks, but do you know what? If you know when you take the risk, you're going to get clarted. Maybe that's not a bad thing. Villa have. You know what I mean, innit, Andrew? At least he's not getting done week in, week out, there was a point where I was very unconfident with him. Villa have not long been promoted. More must be expected of Arsenal. That lack of true ambition at the top again. Yeah, exactly. It does filter down from the top, 100%, 100%. Villa could have just sold Grealish. I like Martinez. Pleased when he left. Oh, pissed when he left. It's higher football IQ. Higher, bruv. I don't know. Man has a bit of IQ, bruv. But fucking hell.
That's crazy, because that comment's crazy, because Arsenal have the more experienced players than Aston Villa's players are young. And for them to have a better footballing IQ than what our team has. I'm not saying the comment's wrong. I'm saying he's probably right from what I've seen. Do you know what I mean? But to say a young Villa team has more IQ than an experienced, well, half of the Arsenal team have been playing for the Premier League football for years now. Like the Xhakas, do you know what I mean? The Banyang's been there, Laka's been there, William's been in the Premier League player for years. And I think today, the comment is justified saying that today, because they did play better football than us.
They did. There was a clear plan. There was a system. Watkins, Grealish, they're popping up in the same areas. Couldn't handle it, whereas Arsenal didn't have a bit of rhythm. Although, like I said, we haven't been that negative. We've lost 1-0. We've told it how it is. But I'm seeing improvements, but not in the way that we want. We want it to be directly correlated on that pitch. Players have come out. Players have come in. Let's be real. A transition like that under Wenger and Unai, we would have been getting 3-4 goals conceding. We're keeping it kind of steady while all of this is going on. The only difference is in this year, points are fucking crucial. Do you know what I mean? And we're down the bottom half of it, but boy, I just want to get through this, and I want to put it on the Cronkies. I don't know how long these platforms and so-called fans can go on before we unite. And Liverpool, every club's done it to their owner, but I like Martinez. Was pissed when he left. Blessing, yes, certified. Villa has more points now than the whole of last year. Great recruitment and coaching. Good coaching. I swear John Terry's there, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Man, like Terry's there whacking out the old 2 grams of pure Argentinian Palinko. He's like, look, have some of that, lad. Whack. Why do you think fucking Mings is so good, bro? It's fine. I missed the game, but I'm glad. Do you know what? Let me say this to my Donnies now, yeah? This is what I did. Google, Reddit, then you type in Villa versus Arsenal, or Reddit, Man U versus Arsenal. This thing comes up, click it, that stream's good, but you got to click it 3 times. Just get that out there for the people. Bro, imagine I watched it on the stream today and not one pop-up. The whole match. That's amazing, isn't it?
That's a miracle, bro.
Bruv, I didn't even touch my computer the whole time. I said, I'm staying away from it, bruv. Let me just watch. Yeah, but Reddit streaming, if you can find it once you're there, it's banging, bruv. Yes. Oh, fucking hell, we're flying in the comments, blood. I lost it. It won't even let me go back. There's that many. Big it up. Partey is the best defensive midfielder in Arsenal, so you put him deeper. Well, can't argue with it. He's our best midfielder, defensive midfielder. Yeah, actually, do you know what? No, he is, because he's got a pass on him. But I don't like disrespecting Xhaka too much. Do you know what? He's got a lot of flack. He has let us down, and he done it through a few periods of time. But I think he's a kind of player where a bit maybe like Aubameyang. Don't wait. Let me finish my sentence. Fucking in the sense of a lot of their performance is going to come down to who's around them. And I think you put Xhaka in. I reckon Xhaka would have slotted into a Bayern Munich team when it's fully flying. He would have fitted into it, his style of player. But not if there's any weak links, and not every player can be blessed to come into a team without the finished article. But I wouldn't be too keen to sell him because no one's going to pay a lot for him. So I wouldn't be too keen to get rid of it. I want replacements, 100%. But I think he'll fit into the squad because I wouldn't be so certified to say that one day a partnership can't fault. I want to put free kicks into his game and long range shooting as well. But I wouldn't be confident to say that something couldn't happen one day. And unless we're going to get 30 plus, yeah, I wouldn't want to.
No point, is there?
Yeah, because they're not going to replace it. For us to spend 20 million on a player, we probably need to sell a player for about 60, 70. Then we'll get a little 10, 20 out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
It's like when your granddad gave you a tenner when you was young, and then your mum looked after it for you, and then you got a quid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know them ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're 19, you're like, Mum, what happened to that £3,000 granddad gave me over 18 years in tenners? She's like, nothing. This time she's got Gucci shoes on. She's like, nothing. You spend that on chocolate. Luke Shaw Daddy, what you on about? Now, big up Luke Shaw Daddy, blood. Man hit me with a donation the other day, blood. Man bought me Sainsbury's, blood. No, Tesco. Big up. Oh, yes, Swede, mate. Oh, wicked. All right, guys, I want to say to you, look, obviously stay. Feel free to stay and go through, but I know you lot are polite and you'll stay till the end, but you lot can go whenever you want because I'm just going to read all my comments. Let me know. I know last time someone was getting hotted up by their missus. I can't remember who it was, but it was you. You said, you're in a different room. You've been kicked out into the shed, Andrew, yeah? I saw your Insta.
Yeah, but I will say goodbye and thanks for having me because I'm dying for a toilet, brother.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for coming on, Andrew, bruv. You have a good one, Geezer. Love you, brother.
You have a nice one. See you later, Guna.
Right, Geezer. Are you staying with us for a while, Guna, yeah?
Stay on, bruv.
Nice. That's what I like to hear. But let me just see what happens when I click that. There you go. Tiny. There you can smile on there. Yeah. All right, let me read this comment. And Willian played well last season. When he was looking for a new contract this season, he hasn't played so well. No. I'm not going to agree with it, bruv. I'm not going to agree with you, Frankie. I don't think Willian just... Do you think... Was Willian playing well before he come to us, bro?
Well, last season, I think he had a good season. But I think Chelsea are paying these players, mate.
Giving them a little 20 on the side.
Like, go to there and stop them going above us, and we'll give you a couple of million. I'm telling you, because Arsenal have got a partnership saying take our shit players, stop you going above us, and we'll give you some money or something. I don't know. There's something going on.
Kroenke just will not miss the opportunity to get a player in and not pay for it. Just wages. Bro, can you imagine having to get a car? You don't need to put the petrol in it. That's what he's thinking. Fuck. I know it sounds very silly, but imagine if you got to get a player that even if the player's coming from Manchester, you need to organise him coming down, a house. There's all that transition. Willian, it's just not. It's literally a flick of the finger. We're lazy. Our owners are lazy, bro. I replied, comment. Oh, why do I keep clicking the wrong thing? What's it gone? Oh, there it is. Martinelli didn't play. No, unfortunately, bro. Did you get a notification? KL says, Irfan Guna, what you mean? What are you on about? Irfan. No, bro. Oh. KL said you're going to email me soon, innit? With the thing you said. Nice one, KL. No rush, though, brother. Take your time, broski. Shaka can be next to Saka. There's no H in Saka. Shaka can be next to Shaka. You've written the same name, bro. I don't know who's who. And Party sit with him and gave the Norwegian Ozil in front. Oh, you're saying Odegaard's the Norwegian Ozil, blood. Big up, Luke Shaw. Do you know what? I need to... Oh, no. I was going to put my GoFundMe in the thing, but I'll do that another day, bruv. The club are a joke. As much as I don't rate Willian, who signs a 32-year-old, so much a big deal. No resale value, and he plays through the motions. It's annoying. Not been good since Fulham. Willian's dead, bro. God's sake, my typo. You didn't mean Fulham, did you? William for Cam backup. Luke Shaw Daddy. What you on about? You don't know? Saka and Henderson. You talking about the Euros? I didn't even see the Henderson thing. Oh shit! I can't be right here again. Can't big up you. I'm going. Bless. What's up, bro? Yes, Josh. Joy Taylor. Shaka spelt this way because it's easy to type. And I said he can be the influential, the functioning midfielder, not flashy, but is good enough. Oh, okay. Now you hit Shaka twice. That's why I thought you meant Shaka and Saka. But he could be a functioning midfielder without the flashy bits. Yeah, I agree. But I don't ever want that to be put into the conversation to say, well, we don't need midfield. Like I said, we've been through it in this live. We need defenders, midfielders, and strikers. What are we most desperate for, would you say? Gunas? Probably, I would say defenders. What would you say?
Defenders and midfield, I'd say definitely we need to sort both of them out.
Actually, right, creative midfielder is true. Lacking chart. That's because the goal ratio has gone down. We're not conceding as much.
Mm.
Why you call me I didn't, bro. I read a comment out. Sorry, blood. The manager is real overhyped. That's the elephant in the room. So stay fresh. Nah, that one is full. Aubameyang, Gabby, Saka, Partey, Tierney. Their hype is real with these, but everyone else could leave. Gabby, Saka. What don't you think Martinelli? Nice, 30. You're not on a Marty ding dong thing. Do you react like that every time you don't understand something? I would just ask nicely what the person was on about. I'm lost with that one. Stay fresh, Arteta is hardly overhyped. What would the hype be based on? He's a new young manager trying to build something. Yeah, exactly. That's well said, Kyle. Luke Shaw, Daddy, it's not the serious snowflake. I said donut as I didn't feel the need to swear. Disagree. Saka should stay on the right wing. That's where he's most effective in my info, says MB. Who calls people a donut? I'll allow it, guys, man. You're going to make me want a donut and a cup of tea, blood. I've got nothing, bruv. Real talk. All I've got is tea going on, and I always need something to dunk in it. You know what I'm saying? Luke Shaw's daddy. Are you a tea man, Guna?
Coffee.
Coffee. Oh, okay. Do you drink one every day?
Mostly.
Yeah. Do you have biscuits as well, or not?
Now and again.
What's your favourite hobnob?
Yeah, I'd say so. That's up there.
Yes, you gangster, bro. This is a hobnob gang, bro, isn't it?
Normal cookies.
Yeah. But hobnobs are made in England as well, bruv. They're one of the last British things that are produced and made in England. You know what I'm saying? Arteta has done exceptional, to be fair. To be honest, I think he's doing well, man. I have to say, because I know how bad it really can go with this team. Luckily, we ain't seen it, but I was meaning Shaka. Not see. That's what I just wanted to clarify with you, Luke, because twice you spelt it the same, and I didn't know what you meant. Luke Shaw's daddy, chill, bro. It wasn't meant as nothing disrespectful. No, it weren't. It was banter. Donuts, the banter thing. We all banter on here, blood. Come on. Even once I done a banter with Nimsy, you got Shooky ducked out, blood. I just spelt it Shaka. That's why I thought maybe you meant Saka. Willian is going to get people depression. Willian's going to give people depression. Fuck's sake. Oh, do you know what I hate? When Willian gets the ball on the edge of the box at the left-hand side for the last 5 matches, he cuts back on his right foot, he shoots, and every single time he's blocked by the defender in front of him. It never even reaches the goal. And I'm thinking, don't be so predictable, bruv. At least tell one of your players to overlap you. Like, this has been going on for weeks now, but what do we expect, bruv? He's a young pup. He's not on it. End of his career. I am. Pardon, Guna?
He's resting at Arsenal.
Yeah. I am chill. I think you need to look at yourself when you're calling people donuts. Lon, I'm living the dream. Now, come on, lads. Come on. You both love me, innit, blood? So make peace for me, innit? I finished 3. Oh, it finished 3-3 with Everton. Getting last second goal late in injury time. Who got a late one? Let me think. It better not be that Bruno Fernandes, bruv. Fucking hell. Everyone will be sucking him off again, isn't it? Luke Shaw's daddy never caught anyone a donut who is respectfully talking about football. Lol. Yeah, no, big up yourself, guys. Bit of miscommunication. As long as you talk it out, you then find out that it's all banter. I've got to be careful as well. Don't ever duck out on me, guys, because I'll call you a donut or I'll call you something one day. Like just talking, and it's not personal. I'm just talking out my head. AR, your Hugh Fizzy impression was awesome. Oh, KL, do you know what? I don't do impressions. When I watched the video back, even I thought, fucking hell, fam, how did I do that? What is that coat, blood? Is that Stone Island, Guna?
No, dressing gown, bro.
Oh, is it? I thought you was pimping, bruv. Luke Daddy, I don't know what his best position is, but when I watch Xhaka for his country, he's different. I think he does play. He's not when he does well. His typical performance wouldn't be a performance that we would say is what you would relate to a well one, if that makes sense. He's a strong player. I reckon we have to get him on free kicks, long balls, this and that. And I reckon we need to, hopefully Arteta does, but we need to bring the best out in him because he's clearly here for the long run and get a bit more of that Switzerland player out. Do you know what I'm saying? Guna, it's okay. Arsenal will win the next game. Leeds. Do you know what? We might, just because they play the same kind of system every time and they're stubborn in a good way, learning their football, but winning against Leeds, I don't want to disrespect them, but at this moment in time, it don't mean much. Do you know what I mean, Guna? As in a scale to see where your team is. Is City next after that when we're going to see something?
No. It's not going to be good. I doubt. But no,
Fuck, of course it ain't. It can't be. But the Premier League's weird. But by like you got Diaz at the back for them. Obviously, Sterling, he never gets injured, flying about. De Bruyne, you have to say we're in the perfect prime position to get our little Arsenal asses spanked so hard against City. So we need to beat Leeds. Luke Shaw, Dandy, remind me not to joke around with you. Bloody hell. Now, come on, lads. Let's kiss and make up. Football with brownie blood. Can I say something, football? We don't say people's names here. We say their letters. Yeah? Flea. We don't promote. Have you heard why he's thinking of changing the name of his channel to AR Plus? They've plugged the Tube Cock and Balls watch along. I wonder why they've pulled the. Wait a sec. Have you heard the guy is thinking of changing the name of his channel? AR Plus. And what's this? Don't say shit like this, blood. Don't get me angry, Guna. Ozil and Sanchez were brilliant, but in the space of a session, we're finished. Ozil and Sanchez were brilliant, but in the space of a season, we're finished. No, they weren't finished. They needed to. Obviously, Sanchez went for the dough. Ozil he waited his whole career to feed a player like Sanchez. And when he went, I think Ozil did that in tools after that because he's thinking he can see the trajectory of what this club's in. Everton 3, equalising that from which she went Man United, Everton. She went Everton twice. Big up yourself, Ryan. That's where you was gone. You was watching it, innit? Kale, where did he do the Hugh Vizzy impression? It was on one of my videos. I think it was on my last video. Luke Shaw, Daddy, I need to calm down from this game. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I'm not thinking about the next one yet. I'm annoyed. I'm not thinking about the next one yet. Oh, yeah, here you are. Hi, Lauren. Hi. Certified on his last video. Wagwan. Big up yourself, Raging Demon, my Don. Shit, I haven't seen it. I've got to check that out. Yeah, have a little check. Hit the like button for me as well, bud. Please. KO, you right, brother? So you're saying you're a clown now, Guna. Remind me. Oh, come on, lads. They're swinging it out. Bro, if the comment section was a pub, there'd be a fight now, blood. I'm like, fucking calm down, lads. Calm down. Beast, mind you, fucking they'll end up bottling me by accident. It's always the guy in the middle that gets hurt, innit, Guna? I can smell the low IQ in the chat. Oh, come on, lad. You two are literally two of my dons as well. Raging. If you just both say sorry, it's over with. Just like that. Just like that. Hope you're all good, my brother. Nice one, bruv. It's unknown E, Homerton B. Black Hat Bally on me. Bally on me. Big up yourself, unknown E. I remember you, bro. How could I forget? You did exactly what I told you. Oh, I always encourage people to keep their name and their picture the same, because then it's impossible to forget. I'm good, thanks, bro. No, Aubameyang has to retire. Here, are you along them lines as well, Gunnar? We might as well just see his Aubameyang's last days out here, are I?
Yeah,
You're not
might
going
as
to.
well. Really, there's no point. No
Oh,
point.
so that's certain. If I said that when we was talking about the swap, if that was actually realistic, I would do the swap. But it's not realistic, and I do agree. Keep him here to the last days. But yeah, I'm really interested in this Martinelli, Tierney, Saka, Smith Rowe, even like Ceballos does come into it. They're just that young. I want to get a generation in now. Do you know what I mean? And this, because we're going to see in a couple of years, if we keep them, they're going to be, some of them are going to be good. We need to add to it there.
Yeah.
You got me spooked, bro. Oh, I don't know what he sent you saying. Arsenal ain't too big for anyone now. Yeah. Pick up yourself, big dog. It's been a while, brother. But I agree, bro, unfortunately. Big up, Raging. Really like Chiggy at the moment. Small and limp. Need to get small investment for a lazy lob. But to be really successful, it's going to take a new owner. Let me see something. Oh. Is that it? After all of that, you say, Brown, you come with that? What are you talking about? My brothers are going to change the name of their channel to my channel. What's that about, blood? Where have you got that info from? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. I'll sue them, blood, straight away. KO, he's overhyped. Just because the owners are a problem doesn't mean he's not overhyped too. Things can be correct at the same time. His decision need tweaking, young management or not. KO, he's overhyped. See, I don't think he's overhyped. Stay fresh, because no one said anything good about him, bruv. Everyone's boying him. I think he's doing quite a good job, because it could go very worse. Martinelli's gonna get pissed off if Willian comes on instead of him. Great thing to check. Is he though? People always say this. Van der Beek's gonna blow United up if he don't come on at one point. Or is there something? Is there something real? And don't get me wrong. Let's get this clear. If what we're saying is real, that if you don't pay him, he's going to get stressed. We're going to see this stress in about. It does happen in football, or we're going to see it soon, because he has been on the bench for a while. So if there is any animosity in the thing, we are going to see it come to the surface soon, like we saw with Pogba at United. I prefer Bamford to stay at Leeds and Grealish to stay at Aston Villa. They were developed at those clubs and gave those clubs their character and their success. I do agree, but we've got to be real, Frankie. There comes a point, unless you're going to pay him, I suppose. Football is changing, so they could hold on to him, but there comes a point with the Grealish types as well, especially, boy. Suppose they tied it with Zaha, though. He left twice. He went back. What do you reckon when it comes to Grealish, Gunnar? Ultimately, where does his future lie, do you reckon?
I reckon he will end up at probably United. To be honest with you, maybe it depends. Because, well, I don't know. He could stay there because he's a fan of Villa, but I don't know. Money talks, mate. You offer someone enough money, they go.
Eventually, money is going to talk as well. Is bait that 250 free a week? Stay fresh. What's in your head? Based on Eddie's shit, but he judged him fit to start against Man City after lockdown. Well, if someone's shit, that's not their. If you're fit, you're fit. If you're shit, that means your shit ability. You can get based upon fitness. And let's be real, Arteta's not going to think no one in his squad shit. Leicester are an example of having to settle their best players, but they keep on finding and developing new talent. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Willian must be balling up during the training to keep coming. Not a lie. He's doing some Ronaldinho shit in training, bro. He's smacking it with his cock gooner. But then on the pitch, blood. Fuck all's out there. Don't read this quickly. Balogun is refusing to sign a new contract, so fuck him. Let him rot, would be my attitude. If you are building for the future, then you can't include players who don't want to be there. I don't know, though. There must be more to it. Why don't you want to sign your contract? I would find the problem and solve it, because, Yeah, I just wouldn't just fuck him off, because if it comes to contracts and this and that, and when it's to Balogun, let's be fair, his contract ain't going to be worth much. It's obviously for their security they want to do it, so I understand that. But yeah, I'll never fuck no one off. Balogun has a higher ceiling than Eddie and Nketiah. That seems to be true. And as much as I want Balogun to stay, he's making big demands for somebody who hasn't played first team football. Yeah, I don't know what them demands are. Let me know at MB, but it's true. You got to work your way up to the rights. That's why ultimately Barkley had to leave Chelsea to get or Everton or wherever the fuck it was to get full game time. Where he is? Did you guys see the United game? I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't see it all, Josh. I think Bellerin was good today. Is he? What do you reckon about Bellerin today, bro?
He didn't really do anything wrong, did he? But
He floated in the middle with the ball a little bit, but then again, not much happened down the right either.
yeah, he just average, to be honest with you.
Like a lot of them were, to be honest with you. There's no point doing the player rating. Everyone was fucking average or shit, if not shit. I don't understand why Arteta doesn't play Balogun in the league, because he's not as good as everybody thinks. He's just a kid, bruv. Everyone thinks he's some Mazzolini team. Yeah, it's mad. He hasn't even proved to be better than Nketiah yet. He might be, but he hasn't proved it yet. 3-3. And I know what everyone will say, he needs the chance to prove it. But you got to understand, we're in drastic, dire times. Now ain't the time I'm suggesting probably now's not the time where you start giving somebody their first ever match in football. Like, it's not the time to gamble, but I'm just giving you some of the little things that's possibly flying through Arteta's head. Not saying I'll do it the same, but I'm just trying to put justification beside. I can understand why you wouldn't give a guy who's never played professional football a match. I can understand it in first team football. My guy is right. Some fans want Championship League teams. We'd get smacked up. Interesting to see what we do, the Europa, but the real one doesn't expect nothing to expect finishing 8th. Yeah, exactly, bro. Could be worse as well. Based upon a couple bad results, you can be much lower. KL, the hype that happened immediately after winning the FA Cup and its hype, I'm getting at so much. But if we blame these players, we have to also allocate an equal amount to the manager. Yeah, I think that's fair. We share the blame out, this and that. Do you think, then, do you think our situation could be a lot different now? Let's say if we didn't get rid of, I don't want to start naming other managers. Let's say we didn't get rid of Unai. Would our situation, could it be a lot different now with the same players?
Yes and no, because he was doing better than Arteta's doing, but at the same time, the players were slowly not wanting to play for him. So, you know what I'm saying? I think they did kind of get rid of him at the right time for that respect, but really he was doing better than what Arteta's doing. So the players, in a way, were a bit foolish.
Would it be a lot to say if Emery was still here? Would we be a top 4 team now? Or is that pushing it? That's pushing it, isn't it? You can't be top 4. Or
we could be, I reckon, to be fair with you. The way the league's going and how crazy it is this season. This season, maybe with him, I reckon we could have.
No, let me show you this. Because obviously I got Lauren moving like a G. I can't talk like I know, but Ivan Toney, Brentford, English, 24 years old, centre forward, £9 million. I don't know if anyone's heard of him, but no one's about the business. Let's have a little look. He's played, 27? 3 of those. Is that 22? No, that can't be 22 goals. He's got a good tally there. I don't know much about him. We should be looking at someone like him. Ivan Toney from the Championship, 27 games, 22 goals and 7 assists. That is a pretty saucy little purchase. I might have to do a little video on him, my GZ. Thank you. We're looking to, I've got a video coming up tomorrow or next day, going to record it. This VAR, and there's a lot of decisions that are getting missed. And then when you go back to Mike Dean celebrating and refs celebrating when other teams score, I think I need to do a video about it. Considering they're signing him up. Yeah, I had a little look, El, and yeah, gonna look into that further. What does that say? Bellerin was 4, 5, or 6. Huh. Well, 7 and 8 as well then. Josh Iserho won a Super Al special with Colin. Stay fresh. Wasn't good enough at the moment. Our team ain't good enough. I'm manager Al all the time. But you cannot hold up one argument as gospel and ignore another very valid one, which is the amount of mistakes this manager had made. Let's start with Biden. No, you got your football wrong, bruv. You don't buy someone like Willian, yeah? He just walks to your club and the owner let him come. Nothing to do with Arteta, bruv. Stop it. Spurs are most embarrassing, to be fair, against Arsenal. Smith is Villa coach. Yep. Grealish should go to Spain. No, I don't think so. Spanish cuss you straight away. Yeah, they're like the whole of Spain's like AFTV, bruv. The whole of it. I'm not a manager out all the time, but we could not hold up one. Oh, that's the same one, bro. The Orna show. I wouldn't advise that. Look how they treated Bale. Yeah, no, the whole of Spain's AFTV. Do you think Spain's a bit raw like that?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't go there if I was him.
I wouldn't either. You got to be bro. There's not when you're that good. You might as well just stay and do your thing, bro.
I look at a lot of players and I think, why have you gone there? No.
Especially in the time it is now. I don't like. I used to rate it, but unless you're going to like the duppiest 2 teams, apart from, and even then, it don't go well, does it? Let's be real.
If you're not a world class player, mate, you're not getting on the pitch. So what's the point? You're keeping your career back.
Yeah, true.
Not to the point.
He's only 25. Villa want a lot of money for him, and it will nearly be impossible for them to replace him. Yeah, they will want a lot of money, but they'll get a good amount off United. Like Gunnar said, one of the possible destinations for him. I feel like he'll possibly end up there as well. We will never know who made the choice of bringing in Willian. He has the same agent as Luiz's suspect. I kind of feel like I know, and it's not one person. It's a case of we've got no money, so you can't get these players. It leaves you with 20 other players to get. Now, we can't get these ones because we're not looking to spend 25 plus. What we have got is about 1 to 11 million sitting over here, which is going to pay wages, do this and that. And it's like they fitted into the categories, either that or nothing. So that's how I feel like it went down. Arteta and Edu brought in, bro. Yeah, obviously, but you not know what I'm saying, bruv. Come on. So what you're saying is Koulibaly, Umtiti, fucking Upper Mancana, Maguire, all these defenders, they said, no, I want David Luiz. Then there was all these other midfielders all around the world, and they said, no, we want David. Come on, guys. Let's join the real world, please. Arsenal, let me show something. Oh, no, I can't because I haven't got the thing. Let me see. But when I'm preparing a little video with other stats, I wanted to show it, but yeah, no, I won't be able to find it at the end of the day. No, I'll put up a porno by accident if I click something, bro. I dislike Luiz, but he's an asset, like it or not. Willian is something else, even worse than Mkhitaryan. I know what you're saying, though. There's been moments where you can't find a mistake in David Luiz. A game here, game there. Whereas Willian, there's been absolutely nothing. In Nickel, he ain't shook, bro. Oh, I didn't even click that. I missed it, bruv. Nice one, El. Why are you shook to show your face? Just wondering. I don't know. Why are you shook to put your face in your YouTube picture, bruv? I'm just asking. Until you put your face in your picture, allow it. Oh, what's the reason behind it? Just curious. That's all. I don't know. How comes you haven't got your picture? If that's a profile picture, it's technically made for your face. I look like Ryan anyway. Me and Ryan are brothers, blood. We look like Arsenal should have signed Edouard instead of Willian. Where there's many we could have done, bro. Chiggy wiggy ding dong. So you've been watching the vids, bro. Big up yourself. MB, I think it's just an Edu move. He had 2 players without contracts and pulled them off to Arsenal. Luis is a good deal, getting red cards all the time. He's fucked us. A lie. For Orn Show, don't know who you're on about, to be fair. What do you reckon against what's your little thoughts against Leeds? Gunnar, have we got Leno back?
I think so.
What do you reckon? That's an easy. Are we going to get 3 points out of it?
I don't know.
You're not even feeling confident in any way, shape, or form, are you?
Generally not, mate. Like even through that 7-game run that we went unbeaten, like I wasn't really that confident then. I was starting to get confident on the 5th, 6th, 7th game, and then bang again. Nah, I don't know. I really don't know.
I felt like when I was looking at this last night and looking my gut, I didn't know what I felt. Just before Villa kick off, I thought we were going to lose. I feel like we're going to beat Leeds, but with that said, it's like the law of fate. I feel like if we beat Leeds, we're going to lose against City. I know I'm talking stupidness now, but you know when you get them feelings, I feel like either way, at best, we got 3 points from the next 2 games. Really, it could be 1 or none.
No, we get at least 3. But
I think we have to understand how serious it is. We have to get 3 Gunnar because the likelihood is we'll lose against City. You can't lose 3 matches in a row. We'll be a 16th or 17th again.
yeah,
You have to put your best team out because you're going to lose against. That's how you got to think. Put your best team out and get them 3 points. And if you got to lose against City, lose because you can't come out of this with nothing, bruv. You can't.
well,
Unfortunately,
if we lose to that, that'd be 4 games in a row if we lose to them in City. So
if we lose, like you said, if we lose Leeds and then City, Arteta's there's going to be there's going to be all sorts going on. He has to get 3 points. We have to. That's how I see it. Even in also no preservation. I don't want to see Willian coming on for Martinelli. Remember, like we said earlier, we're going to talk next match. We put a pin in it. It's like, I want to see a manager that's playing to win this one. So we'll see what happens. Yoncho just realised that I forgot for a split sec. Heard he dropped off the level-wise this season. Is it true? They brought in Arteta because he has no history, no leverage, and he won't say no to the bosses. And also, let me show you the real reason they got him in as well. Another reason, and I like Arteta, he's my Donny Wonny Ding Dong. Let me tell you that straight. Pep, 20. Jose, 15. Klopp, 15. Ancelotti, 11. Brendan, 10. 8 million Marcio. Gunny, Ollie, 7. Rafael Hassel, 6. Frank Lampard. How are you going to give Frank Lampard 5? Arteta, measly little 5. Blood, the Cronky just empties the piggy bank to play Arteta. So maybe that helped a little. That went a little way as well. KL, who knows, bro? But do you think the pressure has got to him? No, I don't see pressure. I still see him still taking quite gamble. The only thing is rightly what Guna said is that Willian. But apart from that, no, he's not. I don't see him just going down the safe route. I see him. He's been as creative as he can be with this stuff. We've seen a lot of young kids emerge in this team. He hasn't held on to Mustafi, Kalaz, and that. Players who don't want to be here, he's let them go. Even Ozil. So we have to see the second phase of this out. Aston Villa's midfield will body our midfield 5 days of the week. A lie? We're banking on the last 2, bro. Evening, yes, Frankie. Xhaka is awful, by the way. Yeah, well, I can't argue for him, can I? Yeah, but Rangers are unstoppable, so not much Celtic can do. Barcelona fans love fucking talk about Celtic, because like they always play them, innit? Some fixed Champions League thing going on. MB, no doubt he's feeling the pressure. Didn't he have an altercation with a ref today? Oh, I don't know. Agnostic, well, the Orm Show, fair play. Happy for Gerard, he's doing well. Gerard! All right. Top chat, thanks lads for coming on. Yeah, nice one, obviously. Make sure you check Guna's channel out as well. It was over 2 mins. His link's in the description. People think that changing the manager will magically change things. I know, bro. They're thick. People are thick, bro. At least if you're going to want to change, come with a little plan of some sort. Some people just say, sack, bro. Sack, get Zidane in. Like, fucking no, come on. AR, blessings. Will do. Nice one, brother. Big up, Readers in the Army. Thanks for having me on. That's no problem, Andrew. You're one of the lads.
Sound, bro.
Yeah. How long have you two known each other, Gunnar?
Oh, let me think. Oh, about 14, 15 years.
Fucking hell. So you knew him when he was skinny, bruv.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Have you got any pictures, bro? If you got a picture of him when he's skinny, you got him banged to rights forever, bro. Liverpool Henderson is not flashy. He's just a hard worker. Yeah, exactly. Proving that a Shaka type player can work in a system with a good team. Those bunch of comments you read out earlier were replying to Guna. We were having a little ding dong. No, I know you two are cool. It's all good. He's having a little diddy ding diddy dong. I like tea, but I had to give up the tea. Look sure that it all. I meant in a light-hearted, jokey way, but never mind. Oh, here we go. It started again, bruv. You just started again. Chig likes a hobnob. A lie, a different kind, lad. No, you told me about Arteta, bro. I was asking about something, but I forgot what it was. And let me just say to you, Gunnar, you're not being rude, bruv. If at any point you need to go, I know it's late. Just let me know, bruv. It's light work. You just got.
No, that's all good.
Yeah, I try to stick to my word and get as many of these comments out. It was a Gunnar that was calling me a donut. I can take the banter. Nah, bro. Calvert-Lewin. It's many, but you know what? I'm feeling Watkins, blood. That cheeky jet. What do you think? What do you say about Calvert-Lewin, bro? A lot of people chatted about him, this and that. Some people wanted him.
He done well at the start of the season, but then it just kind of stopped, didn't it? So he's an all right player, but he's
in the mix. Be in the mix to talk about, but maybe you'd want to go for something a bit more better.
Yeah.
Calvert-Lewin scored. Oh, scene. I see what you're saying. Guna for life in the dressing gown, like Tony Soprano. Eli's got a pistol inside it, blood. I'll tell you when I know a man's got his house on lock, when I don't hear no one talking in the background and there's a family picture on the wall. That's a certified boss, blood. Because there's definitely family in there, but they know not to interrupt you, blood. Can you imagine if when I said that, your girl slapped you around your face from behind the camera? That would be hilarious, bro. Oh, what was that one? Let me read that. You told Daddy, bro, it was a joke, banter, snowflake, dry. Oh, fucking hell. You two ain't stopping, is it? Dry your eyes, mate. The dreams. Chig blew his bags. He blew the bagpipes, bruv, on a Scottish thing. What fur is the gown from? It looks like gerbil or guinea pig. No, that looks like 100% cotton to me, bruv. Looks top.
Fuck those.
You don't even know. That could be an animal. We don't even know. Just comfortable, bare warm and that. Certified. Here's a little link. Jelly belly roll. Then blew his legs. I don't know, wibble wobble thing. Oh, sane. Waterbread position. Pastel, wibble wobble, and jellyfishing. Try. What it is, Guna, I mean Brownie, I'll tell you now. No, LG is changing the channel name whether the video has been dropped. Is it because of the press on it? No, what it is once you upload the video, about a week or two later, you don't get no more views. Well, you will get views, but a little bit. Like the bulk comes in when you drop it. As you know, you see a podcast, it will have 1 million views. You come back in the year, it will have 1.1 million. Whereas the million will come the first week. And so what's the point having the video up, exposing your friend when you've already monetized it for 3 weeks, made this money? Now you can just take it down. That's why. But yeah, if you've got their video on your channel, bruv, you're going to get it. We're fucked. I don't use people's videos now. I do a journalism thing. I give my opinion and I do screenshots and this and that. I'm too smart now, blood. Lucius Daddy, I mean, you were dropped on. Oh, fucking hell, bro. That's cussing people by accident. Saka, Martinelli. These are players for another club's future. The only players which have a future with Arsenal are the mid-table players, Cedric, Willian. Look at who we are signing recently. Ryan Bertrand is so true. And when you bring the fucking realism into it, it's clear what path we're going down. Martinelli was the last good signing influenced by us family. The alcoholic Gunnar getting shit bullet. We poppy getting shit bullet. We popping smoke army. Bullet! But what can I do? Don't knock it out. If I knock one out now, live on the thing, what do you think? The Gooner's not going to laugh. Of course he is, blood. The old regime is so completely gone now. It's a mid-table cronky regime. I agree. Bamford started with Chelsea and fouled. Then Middlesbrough didn't do that good. And now Leeds, where his goal per game ratio is around 1 in 3. N2. Our scout Francis Kitco signed Martinelli. Well, I don't care how he come. I'm just glad he's here, but we haven't seen enough of him. And now thinking of it now, as Gunnar put it, Willian comes on instead of him. Listen, we need to start seeing something because where's it going to go? He's making big demands in terms of wages, bro. Oh, Balogun. Yeah, forget that. Sorry, I meant Francis. He's gone now, though, I swear. Still don't know why we got rid of. Yeah, the club revealed him of his duties, relieved him of his duties. Man said Bamford's a B-Tech Andy Carroll. What we coming up to? They were also 5 people. We're coming close to the 2-hour mark. I want to get them all in. Let me try and get a few more. Let me do them a bit quicker, then I might catch it up. We are literally slow and becoming. We're already a mid-table team. That transition slowly happened between top 4, Wenger, Unai, Arteta. The transition's already happened. It's depressing, but it's true. Nothing's going to change until the owners leave. I agree. If we do have some temporary success, which we're hoping for, we could maybe stretch it, but it's very unlikely, and we've been wishing for it for a long time. Kroenke's own floor clubs, none of them are successful. All of them leak fans' money. Watch the Kroenke's interview with Paul Riviera. He says it. He runs Arsenal just like their other clubs. I've got to have a look at that. And none of them are successful. Facts. N2, that's a flame comment, Kyle says. Unai Emery claims it was a section of Arsenal fan base that got him the sack because the owners and the board listened to them. I watched that interview, and it's true. We all know it, though. I'm not saying nothing that's a lie. AFTV are negative force, making money and sucking energy out of this club. Have you noticed why Chug always wears a white T-shirt? It's to hide the mayo. Okay, I love my brother. Awesome. You know the truth. Trust me, N2. Such a shame the famous Arsenal used to be the club of the beautiful football. That's from a Liverpool fan. A lie, pro. A lie. We was top football as well. I've got to do a dirty burp. Let me press the mute button. You didn't hear it, but you saw the movement, bro. Arteta is a problem, not the problem. Steve, don't come on that. He's not a problem. He's a manager, bro. Lacazette's a bigger problem than Arteta. Yeah, because he don't fucking score, blood. And we didn't do too badly. Don't get me wrong. In his second season, the style of play was non-existent. But let's be real, he overachieved, getting us to the Europa Champions League final, where Lee celebrated for £200 donation, and he missed on the top 4. Exactly. And AFTV will do videos calling him Dick before he even got to England, bruv. We weren't supporting it properly. If Abramovich was the owner, Arteta would never have gotten the job as an amateur manager. Forget letting the club go 10th. Well, you say that. He hired Lampard. He sacked him quick, but it could have happened. Salute, bro. Look how slow our owners respond to all of our issues. They'll never hire a big manager because they'll request investment to fix the problems, and ultimately they'll expose it. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't you think that, Guna? If we did get a serious manager in, it could expose everything.
Yeah.
Kroenke's might avoid it for that reason. Do you know what I'm saying? Stay fresh. I have my football right, mate. The players aren't great, but the manager has made a lot of clangers. Why do you avoid that altogether? No, because you're wrong. He's not made clangers. Clangers. He won us an FA Cup, bruv. It's a clanger. A clanger. What, bringing on Willian instead of Martinelli? That's not a clanger. It's a bad decision. That's why we were never getting Carlo. Oh, Ancelotti, spot on. They went for David Luiz and Willian, who are at the end taking other clubs deadwood. Lol, Cedric's been out of his depth. They gave him a 4-year. It's so true, bruv. They're just using Arteta to milk us anyway. I'm saying we've done the first half of the project. We've sold. We're going to get the other half in. We're not. I'm hoping that's what's going to happen, but it's going to get deep. Time check. 10, 11. Fucking hell, man's behind on a doggy woggy thing. You've become so bad. We rely on old players from other clubs as leaders. Martinez, Ramsey, Sanchez, even flopping Oxlade. Sold whenever anyone becomes good. So true. Fucking fuming with today's results is Mabdeep Basson. I know, bruv. I know. Couldn't even enjoy it. 30 seconds in, they bang one. If you go back to the beginning of this video, you'll see that I had a video. That's Bakanichi. What? But yeah, I had a little video. Go and watch that. I started off like that. We fucking go through the game and everything. We sold Martinez, then brought in Winston's. Everyone at AFTV frogged the kid for not being good enough. But what about the people behind the business? Oh, they don't care. They love it, bro, because they keep giving them videos to make. Party may play against Leeds due to a possible injury, may not play. That's what I'm saying. These fucking men. We just came out of a January transfer window. Draw, loss. Good business. What a joke. But you're always ill-prepared. Dead business. Yeah, I've got some videos coming on that note. Got one player on loan till the end of the season. Just like the Ceballos. I think it's passion more than pressure. Join the realist army if you haven't already, guys. 100%. I'm going to try and hit them 1,000 subs one day. Had to resubscribe when I was mysteriously removed. I know, bro. I know. It happens, bro. Obviously, I'm taking over. That's why they keep spamming the chat. But like someone had an agenda against it. Someone. About 20 of them, blood. That's why I think Aubameyang's a dickhead, blood, and Lacazette, and all the people at Arsenal. Why do you keep working with the people that are fucking their club up? But you don't hold it at me once. YouTube moving mad sometimes. I don't get notifications. Twitch is more better from what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's what some people say, but I've seen the platform. It's good, but not from your end. For you lot just to watch a video and do it, you don't beat YouTube. Cronky out, Guna for life. Oh, look at this, blood. Man's called Guna for life, blood. Man, trying to cat your ting, blood. But you got TV on the end, so big up yourself, Guna for life. Big up Payo and Guna for life, and everyone still in the chat. I have to say, I've read every comment, so that's a bit of a banger. Mazzolini thing. William makes me cry. Salute AR, Guna for life. Good stream type. Nice one, Kale. Nice one as well, Guna, for adding to it, bruv. 1,000 subs can happen on this live. 13 away. Anyone watching without a channel, make a quick one and sub it out. A lie. Nice one, SKT. But it's all good. There's no rush, bruv. It needs to be natural. So if you said 13 away, that means we're on 87. I think that's what I was on when I started this live. But yeah, we get there. I've got a video dropping tomorrow about, well, I've got to make it and then drop it, but we go live every day now. What would you say? What's a good way to sum up that game? What would you want to end that on then? What would you say if you was Arteta talking to the team, blood? Mum's life. The game's ended. You're in the dressing room. What would you say to them, bro, before you go home?
Fix up. Sort your shit out.
I was going to say that would be gangster if you literally just said fix up and walked out. That would be proper gangster. You said fix up, man.
What else can we really say to them? Like, they're just so inconsistent. We're not getting enough. If we don't, we have either loads of chances and can't score, or we have a game like today where we have 3 shots on target. Like, our players aren't going to score from that.
Yeah.
Not normally, anyway. You know what I'm saying? We're not good enough.
I think I would do a bit on your thing, what you said. When you said fix up and walk out, but instead of saying fix up, I'll hit them with a quick, sharp comment before I go home. This is what I would say to them. I said, I'll come here. I said, I failed, guys. I've made you lot shit. It's my fault you're shit. And then I'll go home. I'll let that spin in their head for a while, blood. I'm out. Love my G's. Hopefully things will change. Cronky out. Arsenal's realist. Respect my G. Thank you. N2. Mad love, bruv. And thank you, everyone, for being here. It's a mad Bessie Wessie ding dong. N2. He blew them bags, bro. They all need to fix up, including him. His decision making is stop trying to get Arteta the sack. Stay fresh. Everton had 3 shots on target today and scored all 3 goals. That's jokes. But you know what? Thank you very much, people. Like, Like, share, sub. It's a big, big deal for me. Thank you very much. Gunnar again as well. Thank you very much for coming on, brother. It means a lot. And we go live every day, guys. Check the description. Gunnar's channel's in there. What we're going to do, we'll probably do it for the next one, or we'll organise it soon. We'll do a live on mine, and when it ends, we'll directly go on to Gunnar's channel. You can all follow there. We'll build his channel up as well because he's got a lot to say about Arsenal. He's got a good opinion as well and a different one, so we'll get in on that. Good night. Nice one, Josh. But yeah, thank you very much, Ryan, for coming on, brother. Until I'll see you next time, bro.
Yeah, sound for having me on, mate.
No problem.